Welcome, people. This is your stream operators at Legend Story Studios. I'm Alan Hale, also known as Organised Play Manager, and we also have
Callum Gittins. I'm Content Manager.
Really like to thank the dozens and dozens of people that have already jumped onto the stream. We put the stream together at the last minute, but we really wanted to share our own internal pre-release here at the studios, and whether you're going to be building your decks in a store in the upcoming weekend or you're going to be building them at home, we hope today you'll be able to see some of our top team here opening packs and hopefully equipping you for the weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. Keep in mind this is very last minute and it will be a little bit rough, but we're going to do our best to give you the best content that we can. So we're going to take it over to one of our lead developers, Jason Chung, and he's going to build his sealed pool for you live on stream and give you some insights as to what he's looking for when he's building his Monarch sealed pool.
Now, guys, I just also let you know we will be on the chat and we will try and answer as many questions as you have. But really, here's the man, Jason Chung.
Alright, hey guys, I'm Jason Chung. I'm game developer for Fish and Blood and Legend Story Studios, and I also had the pleasure of pretty much taking more of a lead in Monarch as opposed to the sets before, and really work on Monarch. So I'm really excited today to get a chance to build a seal pool, do my first pre-release of Monarch, hopefully not my last, and let's see what we get into. Should we just get started?
Yep, let's do it.
Alright. I'm really hoping I just open the Fabled.
Everyone
off the
wants
bat.
you to open the Fabled.
Everyone, who wants me to open the Fabled? So, I'm gonna be a little bit more try to be a bit informative, I guess, with my deck building. Because if I was at a pre-release, the first thing is how do I sort out my cards? And we have really lovely borders. If you haven't actually seen the Monarch cards, you can actually see we have really beautiful borders here. You also see that for example the Shadow Runeblade border is a bit reflective of our original Runeblade border. But basically you can use the borders to figure out where to put it, and I don't know what I'm doing right now. So what I like to do is basically split this into what looks like 7 piles, and this is basically going to be Brute cards, Shadow Brute or Brute cards, Shadow Runeblade or Runeblade, Illusionist or Light Illusionist or Illusionist, Light Warrior or Warrior, and then we've got Shadow and Light, because Shadow cards can be played in both Shadow Brute and Shadow Runeblade, and Light cards can be played in both Light Illusionist and Light Warrior. So let's see what we've opened here. Alright, we've got the equipment for Warrior. Alright. Not too much going on in the first pack. Let's see. Alright. Nothing exciting out of these. A bit of good stuff for Light. Wouldn't it be great if I just opened the Fabled right now? Oh, we've opened a Majestic. Deep-Rooted Evil. This card is very good and limited. One thing you'll see with our Shadow Brute is there's a lot of cards that banish cards from your graveyard. And unlike Shadow Runeblade, you don't actually have an abundance of cards that you can play from your banish zone. But Runeblade, unlike Brute, they can't put cards from your graveyard to your banish zone. So Deep Rooted Evil is definitely a really, really big 6 power card that you can play from your banish zone, and might be pretty exciting to play in limited. I ended up going that route. Alright, we've also got multiple Seek Horizons. I'll try to be going a little bit slower today. Now I'm just like low-key hoping we open some very nice brute cards so we can actually go brute in this pool. Oh, and we got another majestic, and it is a brute card. Not as good in limited as Deep Rooted Evil, but tier limb from limb, I can get some really big turns. So looking good for the brute fans out there. All right, 2 more packs. I only need 2 more fables that I can get. Use more of the table. We're getting some good shadow cards. Ghostly Visit is really amazing in Brute as you're gonna be able to just keep replaying them. Got triple red Seek Enlightenment. Alright, one last pack. Alright, last chance. No fabled. I'm so unlucky. Alright. Alright, that is everything. So the first thing I like to do when sorting, other than probably making these piles a little bit neater. So not here. Let's put it here. Alright, let's try to make my pool a little bit neater. Don't be like me and make such a messy pool. So I'm gonna lay these all out for a bit first. Those watching at home can also be building the seal pool alongside me. Alright, what I like to be doing at first is I actually want to be taking a look at my generic cards. And although generic cards can be played in every single deck, the generic cards are better in some decks than others. For example, something like a Yanti Yanti, which cares about auras. Well, there's only two of the 4 classes here that can actually make auras, so you don't really want that in, like, say, your Shadow Brute deck. So looking at our generics, pretty nice. We've got a lot of blues. Alright. Also quite important to note, especially when you start looking into generics, is how much 6 powers you have. And this matters for 2 reasons. It can matter if you're playing Shadow Brute and you just want a lot of 6 powers to enable Levia and also other abilities. But if you sit down at your pre-release or just any sealed event and your opponent shows you Prison, you're going to want to put as many of these like strong 6 power non-illusionist cards into your deck. And in our game, you actually present your hero first and then you choose up to, or at minimum 30 cards and then equipments to your opponent. So you can start to put in cards like this red pound for pound. If I see my opponent's playing illusionist, I'm going to be putting it in. So just off the bat, it's a little bit underwhelming, our generics. There's nothing like extremely special, but there is some decent cards, and I'm probably just gonna look back into generics after evaluating every single class. So let's take a look at illusionists. What I want to be looking for when looking at illusionists is illusionist uses a weapon that has triple resource costs. So this is the Iris of Reality, and this means we actually want to have a lot of blue cards in our deck. Additionally, what illusionist likes to do is attack with really big illusions. Hopefully your opponent doesn't pop them, but you also want to at some point be creating some auras, whether that be by spectral shields or spectres, and attacking them with their weapons. So So Illusionist also just has a little bit of a back and forth gameplay style where you actually function well staying with 2 cards, 1 for resource, 1 for your big cards, and defending with 2. However, when the tides start turning, you really want to push the momentum by like playing multiple auras, whether it be Spectral Shield or whatever, and then just like go attack with Iris, attack with Iris, attack with your illusions, and hopefully it doesn't pop. Unfortunately, well, as you can see here, we have 0 red powerhouse illusionist cards, and in general, our illusion pool is like very weak. There's nothing that's really exciting. There's a few like decent-ish cards, but this will not really get the job done. So I'm going to be dismissing illusionists out of this pool, unfortunately. Even if we take into account some light cards, it's still not the biggest deal. Let's take a look at Warrior. So immediately Warrior looks a lot better to me. I'm also going to be putting some light cards along the way. Now what we want to be looking for in Bolton is you need to have the ability to do multiple things when playing Bolton, and just any deck in Flesh and Blood generally wants to do multiple things. And the way that we want to be doing this is we need to utilize Bolton's hero ability. So Bolton's ability is you get to banish a card from your soul, and this will let you give it an attack go again as long as it has higher power than its base. But how do we get cards into a soul? The most common way will be charge, and when I'm looking at Bolton, I need to make sure there's a lot of ways to charge my soul. So looking here, we have 5 ways to just like directly charge, and if we just add in a little bit of like these light cards, which you can kind of view them as generics. We're not going to put Ray of Hope in this section because it's only viable against Shadow Heroes. It looks like we have decent ways in getting a soul. These Seek Enlightenments are definitely very attractive for Bolton. Now the other thing you really want in Bolton, and that's where the Seek Enlightenment comes in, is you need cards that actually pump your attacks and pump your weapons. And that's where stuff like this Chorus of Steel Hand that I have in this pool and also Seek Enlightenment comes in. Overall, this Bolton pool is not bad. We're going to be adding generics if we choose to go Bolton, but I'm not going to go into this details. I'm not going to build like every deck. I just want to get a rough overview of all the cards. But this Bolton deck, it's not the greatest, but it's really cool. We have multiple Seek Enlightenment. It's not every day you see 3 Seek Enlightenment reds. And there is like a path to winning this deck, but we're going to put this aside for a bit, and we're just going to go to the shadow side. Alright, let's take a look at Chain and Shadow Runeblade. So what you want to be seeing when you're doing Chain is you want a lot of cards that you can play from your banish zone, and the reason for this is you're going to be banishing a lot of cards. To really utilize Chain's ability, you want to be creating a Soul Shackle and then attacking maybe every turn. It depends on your deck strategy. And as a result, you're going to be banishing a lot of cards from your deck. So you're under pressure and under a clock before you get to go for the kill. However, if you have a lot of cards that you can play from Banish Zone, then Chain really like excels. We'll lay out the Chain cards first. The key cards you want to be looking for when you're building a Chain deck is you want to really be looking out for Seeds of Agony, and you want to be looking out for Riftbind. And this is because you just want to play multiple cards per turn, and with Chain's ability you'll be able to get to attack with 2 things, and you just want to do like really big attacks, especially with really big Riftbinds. One thing to note in this set is the way to prevent arcane damage is primarily through Spell Void, with a little bit, if you're against Prison, they can prevent it with Spectral Shields. There is no Arcane Barrier in this set, and basically this is all taken into account when we designed this limited format. It's so much harder to deal arcane damage in this set, but it's also very hard to prevent it. So when you're playing Chain, you really want to look at ways that you can do arcane damage, and if you're playing against Chain, try to stop any damage you can actually prevent, because later on in the game they're going to have arcane damage that you just cannot prevent. Now, before looking at generics, if we just look at this right now, I want to actually separate this and see how many cards we can play from Banish Zone, because it's quite an important thing. And this is like a decent number. This is not like absolutely great, but I would be like quite happy with this chain pool, especially when we start to add some generics. Chain's ability only affects Shadow and Runeblade cards, and you'll be able to like use it on the Shadow or Runeblade card to give it a go again, but you can always follow it up with a generic attack, and it's alright to have some generics in Chain. Unfortunately, they can't be played from Banished. But we're going to look into the last class, which is Brute. So we're going to actually keep the Shadow cards here. And like before, the reason I'm putting Eclipse Assistant sideways is this is a card that I'm going to be only playing against light heroes. No point playing that against Shadow. Alright, with Brute, what we're going to be looking for in Brute, and this is much like previous Brute, is we need a lot of 6 power cards. And the reason we need a lot of 6 power cards is there's various cards in Brute that actually care about 6 power. In addition, we also really want to have cards that banish cards from your graveyard, and this is so that we can keep Levi's ability. So Levi's ability is if you've banished, well, if the card's been put into your banished zone that has 6 or more power, you won't have Blood Debt for the turn. So essentially, Blood Debt deals you damage every turn, and Levi's ability fights the Blood Debt as long as you just keep feeding the banished zone. One thing that's extremely important if you choose to play Shadow Brute in pre-release is you need to make sure you can do more than one thing, because if you're just attacking your opponent like with one Brute card per turn, you're usually not going to win the game. And one of the best cards in this is Dread Screamer. It's a common, and essentially it gets Go Again, and it's just really important when you're playing Brute to be able to tap multiple times. The other card that's really noteworthy is the Brute Legs. The Brute Legs also gets Go Again. If you can't attack multiple times with Brute, you can also be trying to use certain non-attack actions, but there's only one really big one that comes to mind, which is not in my pool, but it's basically cards that you can keep replaying from Banished Zone. One unique thing about playing Shadow Brute is I get to keep banishing cards from my graveyard to the banished zone. So you'll be able to like keep on replaying it. So on paper, this Brute deck looks really strong. We have a lot of powerful cards and a lot of cards to play from banished zone. Unfortunately, we lack something that I said earlier is we don't have anything with Go Again. I'm going to take a look at the generic cards now and see how this really plays out, because there is going to be ways to get Go Again. So Captain's Call is a way to get Go Again. Unfortunately, the blue one is not particularly good since we don't play with 0 drops, but there are other color ones. What do you guys thinking of this pull? What would you play if you got this pull at pre-release?
I think people also want to know about that generic helm, the Ironhide helm. They haven't seen that one before.
This card?
Yep, is that it?
They haven't seen any of them, right?
I haven't seen any of the Ironhide equipment, no.
Alright, so Ironhide, so you might be familiar with Iron Rot helms and stuff like that. Well, Ironhide is a little bit different. They don't defend for anything to start with. However, when you do defend with it, you may pay 1 resource, and if you do, it gets +2 defense, and then it's destroyed when the combat chain closes. And you might be thinking, oh, this is so much better than Blade Break because it's 2 instead of 1. Or you might be thinking, oh no, this card's pretty bad, you have to pay a resource. However, this card serves a lot of unique purposes. There's heroes in this set, say illusionist, that actually want to play at instant speed, and you might pitch 3, make a spectral shield. Oh, you have 1 resource source left, you can now use it on Ironhide. Additionally, this card's a lot better against Dominate than just any Iron Rod. So it's interesting. It's a very interesting card. What do I want to do with it?
Oh, yeah, there you go. I get to have a little bit of a look at it. That's good enough. Sweet. As you were.
Alright, so what we want to be looking at when we're adding the generics to this brute pool is we actually, this brute pool has a lot of power. Especially when we take into account like stuff like these deep roots that you can just keep replaying stuff. I do not have any of the non-attack actions that banish cards to pump my brute attacks. I do not have any go again brute attacks, and that's what we're really lacking. And this is actually making me not want to play brute because I'm just not going to be able to win. However, we're going to see what we can do. So, not so much this card. So, a card like Sealer's Spouting will nearly always have go again in a brute deck, and that is a card that lets me attack multiple times. If we were to play brute, we'd have to add in these type of equipments, and honestly, as much as I would like to play like as much as I would really like to play with these two Majestics, we just like got unfortunate and just did not hit some of the more important things in brute. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually say we're not going to play brute, even though we have Majestics. Our game is not designed in a way where Majestics are like really overpowered or anything. So I think we have to like let this go for now. I'm gonna go look back at both Bolton, and we're also gonna look back at Shadow Runeblades. Since we're already on the Shadow side, let's take a look at Shadow Runeblade briefly. So we did actually lay out Shadow Runeblade before, and I'm just laying out as I want to keep track of like how many cards that can be played from Banish. So I want to take a look at Shadow Runeblade. And at first glance, it's also a little bit lacking, but we do want to just add generics and take a look. This is actually like slightly the better shell for Minnowism as well. These few shadows that I have here, they're more desirable if we're playing against a light hero. So we're gonna just like add cards that I'm like pretty confident I want in my deck, and then we're gonna work around it, and then just lets us just like take a look at like the bigger picture and see what we want. But honestly, I would actually say that the pool that we opened here is not the absolute greatest. I've definitely seen better pools, but we can definitely make work with it. So I do like the Shadow Runeblade pool a lot better than Shadow Brute, and the reason why, despite it actually looking not too impressive in some ways, is I actually see a path of winning. So what we want to be doing with this deck is this deck can actually like defend decently. We want to accumulate a little bit of Soul Shackles, and what we actually want to do is at a later turn, we're gonna, from pitching and also just knowing what's left in our deck from Process of Elimination, we want to be playing the more powerful cards from our deck, whether it be like playing multiple Ghostly Visits in a turn, or finishing off your opponent with arcane damage. So it is like quite good. Notably, we only have 2 cards to pop Illusionist, so it might be a little bit rough when we're playing against Prison. But this is basically the gist of what I think my Shadow Runeblade deck is, and at the end of the day, a pretty bad Shadow Brute deck is like quite hard to actually win with, but a pretty bad Shadow Runeblade, you can make do and you can actually like scrape some wins. Likewise though, on the opposite side of the spectrum though, like a really good Shadow Brute deck is like very, very strong. We're going to take a look at the last hero I was considering, that is Bolton. So let's just take the generics back. So one thing that Bolton does have going for him is there is a lot of these courageous steel hands. There's 3 of them, 1 of each color, especially at this pre-release level when people are not actually going to play around them like perfectly, we actually want to put a little bit more value in them. And now I want to be actually putting the generics in. And while I was looking at the other classes, we actually have a lot of really nice, very nice generics for Bolton. So minimalism is like very, 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 very nice when it comes to Bolton. And also these adrenaline rushes, they're gonna be like blue cards most of the time, just for resources. But if you're at lower life and you want to attack with these, especially late game, you get to attack with it. It will get +3, and through Bolton's ability, you will be able to pump it by 3. So they're very, very powerful resource cards. And also, if we play Bolton, we'll have a choice between the two different arms, and having an arm for Bolton is going to be really important as you want to be pumping this ability. The second swings here is like, it's not the best in my deck. It's going to be a little bit hard for us to attack with two weapons, but we'll see how it goes. So again, looking at this Bolton deck, it's not going to be like super exciting, but having access to two weapons and just being able to attack every turn, it always has like a kind of like path to victory. Overall, I do think like my seal pool is just not that strong. If I looked at this Bolton deck, I would not be like super happy with it, but we have a lot of like charge cards, and we have a lot of like very powerful pumps. So basically things that grant +3 attack. And most importantly, we have these Courage of Steel Hand. I'm still a little bit torn if I want to play this or Chain. I don't think we can play Illusionist. The Illusionist is very interesting. If we wanted to play Illusionist, we have 2 Phantasmifies yellow that give +4, and we have 3 Seek Enlightenments. So we're just really relying on these cards to just pump one big attack. So that would be the route of if I wanted to do Illusionist. But right now, like basically, we'll be very torn between playing Warrior, and we're very torn between playing Runeblade with a very it's an interesting deck if we play Illusionist. The one thing that's, even though I said I completely dismissed Illusionist at the start, the one really interesting thing if we play Illusionist is we have this Dreamweavers here. So this won't happen in most seal pools, but we have a Dreamweaver here. If we have multiple Seek Horizons and multiple Phantasmifies, we can actually get like a really big attack. Maybe like stick on and dominate, and that could actually be a path to winning. I'm actually gonna build up my prison deck, see how it actually looks. How are we on time?
52 minutes.
So the biggest upside, if we do choose to play Illusionist, is the combo of playing these Phantasmifies, and then I'm going to use Dreamweavers on a crucial turn, hopefully with Dominate, but I think I only have one card as Dominate, so we'll be relying very heavily on this combo. This set generally has a lot less ways to deal with Dominate. That's why the Ironhide equipment as well as defense reactions are a huge premium in this format. So if we chose to play Illusionist, we have really good resource. Very good resource. But we need some power cards. We can probably use our generics to find a bit of power cards. So our game plan here would probably be like defending quite a bit, attacking with one per card, and yes, this is not terrible. We also have this recital. We have a lot of things that do +3. So this is actually just a very interesting deck. I might actually be rolling with this because I actually think that I can get some like pretty funny victories with this deck, and it's important when you're building a deck to actually find a way to win. Memorial Ground is quite a bad limited card in general, but it might make a home in my deck if my game plan is basically using a lot on this Herald of Tenacity. But we'll get back to that one. Again, the whole game plan has to revolve a little bit around this Dreamweaver. So Dreamweaver makes me lose Phantasm. So basically, what we want to be doing is hitting a big Herald of Tenacity and using at least one of these +4 or +3, and then let it lose Phantasm, and hopefully it's enough. We're going to probably play this Overload for the same reason. Do we actually have a blue one, I believe? No, we don't. We don't have any more blues. Alright, how does this look? We probably need to play a little bit more blues in this. So the cost of our deck, we want to be playing a 1 cost into a 2 cost attack. So it makes a lot of sense for us to there's 2 costs. The pumps. Makes quite a lot of sense for us to want to get a lot of pitch freeze. We are very much lacking in attacks, but we're gonna have to like take that into account when we are playing. Hopefully we can defend quite well with this deck though. Additionally, if we do end up playing against a Shadow Hero, we're going to be able to use Ray of Hope to very easily get a card in the Hero Soul. So these boring cards. Alright. 8, 10, 19. So we have 25 cards. Interesting to choose which blues we want to be playing. So if we elect to just play these adrenaline rushes or something along the lines of that, we'll probably play this Zealous Bounty. This actually lets us attack multiple times. Surging Militia is also a very interesting card in this deck. If we are going to be using stuff like Seek Enlightenment, Surging Militia's effect is going to disincentivize us our opponent to defend with multiple cards, because every card they defend with just brings Surging Militia up an additional 1, so it just essentially means every one of their cards defend for less. So this is a very decent blue card. Probably gonna need a little bit more power in our deck. 2, 3, 4, 6, 27. And if we are playing this a Shadow, we probably want these Ray of Hopes. I wouldn't be opposed to playing Memorial Ground. We're going to look through the rest of our seal pool. See if we missed anything. probably what we'll do is play these yellows. So our goal is going to just be attacking. If our opponent just defends everything that we play, we're probably not going to win the game. But if they for some reason decide to take a little bit of our damage and then we close out with second item, I can see a way for us to win the game. But we'll give it a go. We're going to play this prison deck. Important to note at home, especially when you play at your pre-release, is you can actually switch heroes between a pre-release if you want to, because it is a casual level event. It's not like your call-in, which you have to choose a hero and stick with it. So this is going to be my final build. We have 29 cards here. This is what I'm going to be submitting, and depending what I'm playing against, if I'm playing against the Shadow Heroes, we're going to probably put in 1 or 2 Ray of Hopes. We're going to consider this Memorial Ground, based on just being able to get back tenacity, even though this card is not very good, and we just have like an assortment of generics going to put. So.
Yep. All right, everybody. Hey, we've just got a little announcement. I'm just about to go and get James White to come in here, and he's going to build his deck for you live on stream. So we'll just go and grab him.
His circle's going to be much better than mine. This is... Alright, let's see who we can spin off with this deck.
Alright, he just said 2 minutes actually.
Alright.
So,
Hey guys, Stream Manager Alan here. Callum's just off to go and build his own pool while Jason just finishes off, and as you would have heard, we will have the big kahuna. We will have James on to do his build. Of course, Jason, you've been building your deck here on stream. How do you feel about other development team Chris Gehring watching you on stream?
He's probably going to say my pool is bad, and that probably I'm bad, but
he would have said that regardless of what you.
Yeah, it's a very interesting pool. I went from I'm definitely not playing prison to I somehow ended up in prison, but this has a lot to do with the rest of my pool. Not so good. It's very, very close to having a really good Shadow Brute deck. Like if I could just get the Shadow Brute equipment and one more Soul Screamer, then that deck would have been fantastic. But as it stands, I see it quite hard for me to win with that deck, so I think I will play this deck, and hopefully the person I play against hasn't seen this stream and will not play around these.
We'll see. But a quick question for you, Jason. One of the things is obviously you're building your deck only with the 6 packs that you've got here. However, players on the day will be able to build their deck with 6 packs and use one of the pre-release cards, whether it's Shadow or Light. How much of a difference do you think that will add, automatically getting one of the either Ray of Hope or Eclipse Existence to actually use?
Well, as we saw in this pool, I actually had both Ray of Hope and Eclipse Existence. And they're not a card that's like the best in multiples, especially when they don't defend. But it is a bit of a utility, and it's just going to like really accelerate Light versus Shadow matches.
Excellent. Well, hopefully you don't get paired up against Chris first round. But my other question is, of course, are we almost? No, James. We do have the door open here and various people, staff. As Callum kind of said, this is the stream is a little bit casual, and this is having an in-house pre-release is really kind of spoiling us a bit, because we didn't have this for other events. But yeah, getting to crack packs on a Thursday is pretty cool. But yes,
all right.
We have the man himself, and I won't. While Jason just cleans up the mess he's made. I know people are eager to see James. Well, not see him. Top down.
All right.
All right, guys, I'd like
Don't
to.
scout me, Jason.
Good luck.
No,
This is terrible.
we've already been discussing that Chris Gearing has been scouting Jason on stream already as an unfair advantage. But I suppose you could just fire one of us if we scout you, James.
Alright.
Ah. All right, I'm not going to say anything further. I'm going to jump back on the chat, so if you guys have questions, but I assume you will just be busy listening to James. Here we go.
Alright, how you going, folks? This was quite fun. First time I've actually played Monarch Sealed Deck with real packs, and it has been a long time since I played Monarch Sealed Deck full stop. So let's crack some packs and have a look. I was doing an interview the other day, and I was trying to remember the name of a Brood card, and I was like, yeah, this card's really good because you play it after. I just couldn't remember the name of the card. Because a lot of these cards, they do change names between when we're designing and developing them and when they actually get printed. That was the card right there, Dredge Grandma. I was like, yeah, I really like their Blood Drop Brocade because you go, oh, the Brood Go Again card into club. I'm partial to a bit of little Leviathan Dredge Screamer into club. See what we can come up with today. I hope you guys enjoyed the previous season, which we are done and dusted with now, but that was really, really awesome to see the positive feedback from the community, and I do thank you all for all of the kind words and excitement that you shared with us as that rolled out. This card here, very, very excited to open. Lumina Ascension. One of the most powerful things that you can be doing in Monarch Sealed Deck. Where am I at? Hopefully I get a Galleon Gold to go with that Ascension, and I will be very happy. Where are we at? If you haven't seen it already, we announced a couple of the Calling 10Ks coming to Auckland and Sydney in June. As soon as it is safe to be hosting big public events in other parts of the world, we are coming to North America, we are coming to Europe. We've been doing a lot of work on that already to get things lined up for as soon as we can pull the trigger on it. So I do thank you all for your patience, and just hang tight. We'll be with you guys as soon as we possibly can. We just absolutely can't wait to bring high level OP to fans all around the world. Monarch is like a really incredible set for limited formats, for sealed deck and for draft. Arcane Rising and Welcome to Wraith are good, but like it's a really big step up in terms of quality and play experience. Bringing the talents in, particularly for booster draft. And I talked about it in the article, but just being able to pick one of the talents, Light or Shadow, during those first few picks of the draft, to keep your options open and see what information is getting passed from your right. It just makes the whole experience very, very different than what we've been used to in the past. No Gallantry Gold. Ooh. So when I'm building sealed deck, I really just like to see where my depth is, to be honest. Like, not quality, but just quantity to start with, to see whether there's any big skews. When I was opening those packs, it felt like... Let's have a look here. There wasn't... Ooh, okay. A lot of runeblade cards. That is pretty good to see.
James, when you've laid things out a little bit more, I do have a few questions from chat.
Yeah, sure.
I do have one, since we are going to be hopefully having a beer on later. The Push for Point podcast from the UK would like to just know what your favourite alcoholic beverage is, James.
I'm gonna disappoint you. I don't drink. I used to drink. I don't drink. I don't drink these days. My life is too full with work, and when I'm not working, I'm with my family. But I don't know. Maybe I'll end up drinking again sometime, and it's probably gonna be lager, a good old lager. So anyway, look, just coming back to it, bro. It just doesn't have any depth there. And the quality is low. It's like I got 2 impact cards, so that's like an easy mark. When I'm building set, the first thing I like to do is just like get rid of stuff. Bro, no good. Let's get rid of these tokens as well. Remember at the pre-release, guys, you can play with the pre-release promo cards. All players who play should get both of the promo cards, so that was very intentional, so that people could play with these war cards, as we call them. Yeah.
I do have a question from Red Right Gamings about the future of dwarves in the game.
Big future. Big.
Now, guys, I think James, we might have mentioned it previously on the streams, but how are consumers going to get the playmats? I assume you're talking to the ones on the table. Those are in the pre-release kits coming up. For the pre-release, you'll be able to get one of those if you are the top shadow or the top light player. So I'm sure you can see there which is the shadow mat and which is the light mat, but you can grab those there.
Something that's quite interesting for me in this illusionist pool is like there's a good number of high impact cards here. Like just at a quick glance, you can see in my chain stack, not so many reds here. Prism, lots of reds. We also have a couple of maybe not the blinding beam so much, but we've got illuminate coming through here as well. Just really important that when you're building a deck, it's like you're just thinking about how am I actually going to win the game. So I guess it's sort of switching from that mindset of like, well, yeah, we sort of identified where our quantity is, but we do need to start looking at quality. Out of all of the cards that I open though, this Illumina Ascension is by far the most powerful card. It is the most powerful card, and it's just a real shame I didn't get that Gallantry Gold. It would have been nice. Anyway, let's have a look. What can we... To pair with the Illumina Ascension, you really need Take Flight. That's the other key piece here. Sorry, having to remember some of these things from quite some time ago. But yeah, Take Flight into Illumina Ascension is really one of the best things you can be doing in this format. Interesting. So the generics that I'm interested for Bolton is the attacks that have built-in effects that increase their power, so I can get them go again. Like cards like Adrenaline Rush, really strong with Bolton. Wooden Hog, he's alright. Brandish is obviously has good synergy with weapons, but looking at the stack, there isn't a whole lot of generics here that are actually going to let me get the most out of the Bolton ability, which, yeah, is probably going to be a little bit tough to get a good Bolton deck together here. I do like having a lot of cards that I can charge my soul with. Like, that's definitely a highlight of this pool. The Take Flights into Luminous Ascension, definitely a strength of this pool. Having a Glisten to just blow people out is a strength of this pool for bottom, but I don't know, I'm not that sold. I just don't see, other than the Ascension, some like the really strong plays. Like, I don't have the Battlefield Blitzers, I don't have like big Valiant Thrusts, I don't have Courageous Steel Hands to get the cheeky attack reaction pumps. I think I just want to push that one towards the side for a minute. Let's go to the dark side for a second. So, of note, all of these equipments are exceptionally good with Chain. Obviously, his Shadow Head. But Chain, because of the way that he accesses cards from the Banish Zone, you can set up big combat chains without actually having to play out cards from your hand. So things like Time Skip, as well as expensive to activate, you can keep cards in your hand to get the resource points to be able to play out your Banish Zone. So this card here looks expensive and inefficient, but in a chain deck is actually just incredible. Likewise with the Iron Hides, especially when you're very, very thin on deck, like on your final turn of the game, you can pitch a card to defend whatever the big thing is your opponent's doing, and then the card that you pitch to pay for these is going to go on the bottom of your deck at the end of your opponent's turn to then get banished with your Soul Shackle, so it sets up like your power play final turn of the game. Chain really likes a lot of resources. Once you get a number of Soul Shackles in play, you need a lot of resources to play out your Banish Zone, especially if you have cards like Rip Through Reality. So I am a fan of good quality blues, such as the Shadow Vice, which like a 4-power blue, or the Rifted Torment, which as a blue card turns on so many of your other effects like Rip Through Reality. In Monarch Sealed or Monarch Limited in general, there isn't many ways to prevent arcane damage outside of Prism's Spectral Shields. So that was very intentional. We wanted people to be able to get the arcane damage in and turn on your sweet effects. When I'm playing Chain, really the most important thing, and I mean this might sound silly, but the most important thing is just having a lot of cards that you can play from your Banish Zone, because that's mostly where you're playing the game from when you're playing Chain. You're committing to that. If you're not activating his hero ability, you shouldn't be playing Chain. So this card Brandish, I actually like Brandish best in Chain. The Galaxy Black is the most efficient weapon in this format, being a 1 cost. Most of the time you can turn it on if your Chain deck's any good, so you're 1 to attack, 3 power, but the Brandishes are what puts the pressure on the opponent to be able to deal with the Brandish. Like even terrible Brandishes, the yellows and the blues, like require some attention, because this card puts your Galaxy Black to 4 power, which then if it hits deals another damage. It's just incredibly efficient. Warmonger's Recital, a great card for Chain. He cares a lot about non-attack actions with cards like the Bounding Demigod and the Unhallowed Rites, and obviously with the effect of the Recital, if your attack hits, like one of these play from Banish, it goes back on the bottom of your deck to then banish again later with your Soul Shackles. It's just all value. Yinti Yanti, great card for chain in Seal deck in particular. It's a generic that defends for 3 for chain. This card here, much maligned during previous season, but a very important card in Monarch limited formats. Again, there's not many ways to prevent arcane damage, so if you're playing against chain, in particular, you probably want to look at bringing in your Talisman of Dowsings. Preventing 1 arcane damage can be the difference between a huge turn with the Rip Through Realities ripping you up or not. Memorial Ground, interesting card for chain. So basically this card turns into any of your Playform Banish Zone cards. You play it with the Soul Shackle trigger on the chain and put one of whatever your best Playform Banish Zone card is back on top of your deck to then get banished to play again. Pretty solid for chain. Yeah.
Shout out to Rudy. Rudy is on stream, Jay.
Hey Rudy, hope you're well. Look forward to seeing your upcoming video.
There is one card that the chat is asking for. I don't know if you mentioned, but everyone is asking about the slippers.
The slippers?
Yes.
What's the slippers?
Time slippers.
The time skippers.
Sorry everyone.
I just spent like 5 minutes talking about time skippers. What about the time skippers?
Everyone's asking again. They love the. Sorry guys, time skippers, everybody.
Time skippers really good in chain because you often have big hands and you can actually pay easily for the 3 resources because you're playing your action cards out from your banish zone, so it's not putting pressure on actually playing the cards out from your hand. And it's very, very good against Prism, even in Constructed, giving you extra action points to be able to mow down their Spectras. Obviously, if you attack a Spectra, you do not get go again when that attack resolves, so your turn ends. But Time Skippers lets you attack a Spectra. The attack doesn't resolve, but you still have the extra action point because that's what Time Skippers does to let you do other stuff.
And it's two action points. That's correct, James?
Yeah, pay 3 resources, gain 2 action points. It's like a time snap potion.
I think everyone was curious about that. They couldn't quite see the.
Oh, you don't know what it is? It's just kind of like spoiled.
I don't think it is. I think it is. You are spoiling it.
Am I? Okay, well there you go. No close up. Time skippers. Boom. Oh mate.
I do have one really kind of interesting. It's more of a development question, right? About this, but I think two people have asked kind of. What's the I don't know. What's the limit on classes? How many classes can we support and kind of make everybody happy with the classes we have in the game? I think it's quite a complex question.
I think that's a question for another day. I've been up since 4:30 this morning, getting Monarch shipped to different places around the world. I'm not in the mental. Don't have the mental capacity to be answering a question like that right now. This is supposed to be fun. This is how pre-release.
There was actually a question earlier. Somebody did ask the question. I didn't ask you, but
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
How many hours do you sleep a day? Was the question from a viewer.
Not enough. Not nearly enough.
Yeah.
All right. Let's have a quick look at Prism. This has taken a bit longer than I was expecting, but I guess. We're chatting through it.
Yeah, no one's bored by this so far, James.
All right.
400 people are keen on listening.
Pay more attention to what Jason says. He actually plays Flesh and Blood like every day. That's his job. I don't get to play Flesh and Blood that much these days. Although I wish I could play it more. I certainly enjoy playing it a lot. But it's Jason Chung's job as well as the rest of the developers to be the very, very best that you can be at this game, and they work very, very hard and do a pretty good job. I think they do a pretty good job making Flesh and Blood a great game for fans around the world. So I would remind everybody that when you're playing limited formats, put a lot of value in cards that defend for 3, especially blue cards that defend for 3. Like, they're just so good. They're so good. A card like this, Impenetrable Belief, like the best part of this card is that it can defend for 4 in the right matchups. But a card that can pitch for 3 and potentially defend for 4 is a very, very strong card. Obviously, Monarch is the story of the war of light versus shadow, and there's we put quite a few cards in that sort of capture that concept, particularly at common, to play out the war on the gaming table. So there is a little bit of, I guess, sideboarding that goes on in this format, where cards like this one in particular, like I would probably only be playing this against Chain or Levia, even though it's a 4 power card. It's just not going to make the cut if I'm playing against another light player. I'm liking the look of this Prism deck already, and I feel like I want to play Prism today. These Ironhides are really, really strong with Prism as well, because of her hero ability, which costs 2 to activate. I'm not sure where she was at. 2 to activate. So you often, pitch for 3. You spend 1 to activate your Ironhide when you defend with it, and then you have 2 resources floating to then make the Spectral Shield at the end of the opponent's turn. Which is a pretty common line of play. Alright, what do I want? Frontline Scout, really cool card for Prism. You get to have a look at their hand and see if they have any 6 power cards that are going to pop your Phantasms. If they do, and you've played this from Arsenal, obviously, to give it a go again, you're probably just going to put your big Phantasm card in your arsenal and give it a run out the following turn. The blue one is the one that I like the most, but they're all pretty playable. All pretty. We got a ton of scouts. Gee, we got a ton of scouts here. The red frontline scout he's okay in limited. Typically in sealed deck in particular, less so in draft, but especially in sealed deck, like players have to play with a number of cards that defend for 2. So like this card is just sometimes getting in for a point of damage. The yellow one, the one I like the least by a lot. Oh well, another one hiding here. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Definitely going to play with my Ray of Horror. 20, 21. Remember, if you're playing Brandish, this card here, if it hits, will buff your auras, which are turned into weapons from the Iris of Reality. Really, really important to remember. Yanti, great in Prism. You can defend with this card and then create a Spectral Shield to give it the +1. Remember, Prism's hero effect is an instant, so you can do cool little tricks like that. Warmonger's Recital is kind of a bad synergy with your heralds that go into your soul when they hit. Like, you want them going in your soul, not back on the bottom of your deck. This card here, it's blue. It's interesting. Might play with it anyway. What other blues do we have? Let's have a look. Blues are pretty good for Prism. The little blue, fantastic card. Especially if you have Minnowisms, which I don't have. Oh, Zealous Belting. This is a goodie for Prism. She has so many attacks that have a ton of power that this card just has go again like all the time. So like in this deck here, what is it, with power greater than, so like this blue, both of this blue, I got like 3 blues that turn this on. which is very, very powerful. Do I have any more Zealous Boltings? Any more? Oh, I do. I like that. Hook me up with those Zealous Boltings. Alright, so we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. We're nearly there. We're nearly there, 25. If you guys haven't seen the article yet, do keep in mind that the rules are changing very, very slightly, where players get priority during the defending step of a chain link. Which means that if you are attacking with one of your phantasms and the opponent defends with a card that has 6 or more power, like a Rally the Rearguard, the phantasm effect will trigger, but then the attacking player gets priority, and then they can play a card like Blinding Beam to shrink the power of the defending card. Triggers check when they trigger and when they resolve it, and if the trigger event is not true when it resolves, the trigger will fizzle. So Blinding Beam, fantastic card for keeping your phantasms alive and just sideswiping the opponent.
I've got 2 hero-related questions from the audience, James.
Yep.
The first one is maybe very simple. Who is your favourite hero from Monarch? And the other one, because I don't know the answer to this because I've always known them as their names, is was there any kind of test pet names for the characters before they came Levia, Bolton, Levia? Sorry, I'm getting that wrong. Was there any pet names or test names for them before they came who they are now?
Levia, Levia. I think that people should pronounce these heroes whatever feels right to them. For me, it's Levia. I like Levia. I think Levia was always Levia. Prism was always Prism. Chain was always Chain. Chain's been Chain since like 2013. Like that guy's been with me for a long time. Bolton, his name did change over time. But yeah, I've told the story about Bolton and his inspiration, and I think my interview about the real world person that Bolton is inspired by is not published just yet, but it's coming out very soon.
Okay, so no spoilers on that then, James.
Not on that one, but yeah, like the names of the heroes kind of get, sometimes they change, sometimes they don't, but yeah, mostly they've been around for a long time. I mean, Flesh and Blood's been in development since 2012, and a lot of these heroes that most of the heroes that the world knows about they've been with me for a long time, for a really long time. Anyway, I'm taking too long here. Someone else needs to probably come and do a COD. Can I actually go and play some games? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 19, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25. Like, another blue card. I definitely want some more blues. Like, when you start to sort of get down to the bottom of the barrel with looking for blue cards, I always like cards that have go again. If you get a chance to play them, because your opponent did nothing, or you have all the initiative, you just want to be able to play out your hand. So I probably would run these couple of Warmonger recitals, even though it's unlikely I'm actually going to play them out. They're going to pitch and block on the most part. But I think I would round my deck out with that. Sort of, we don't need to just hard get to 30 cards here, because it really does depend on who we are playing against. Like if I'm playing against another Prism deck, I'm definitely going to put Rally the Rearguard in my deck. If I'm playing against Chain, I'm going to get this Talisman in my deck. So look, let's try and get this to 29. 4, 8, 19, 11, 12, 15, 17, 21, 25, 26. So we still need 4 more. You just can't really go wrong with some go again cards and some big hitters. So I'm probably going to run out this and this. And pound for a pound can steal some games. This card is quite good. It's quite good. the frontline scout. The frontline scout. I think we're going to go with frontline scout. I think that's it, folks. We're good to go.
Cool. Well, what we're going to do is take a brief break. We're just going to take a brief break. We're going to figure out which matchups we're going to get for you on camera, and then we are going to come right back. So don't go away.
test.
Hey guys, we now have, for your viewing pleasure, we have, I suppose this is round 1, or is it round 2 for you, Newson?
It's round 2.
Round
1.
Okay, well, as you might see on the screen, we have Newson Zing, the other game dev, and of course we have Jason Chung, the game dev, ready for your entertainment. Guys, do you want to introduce yourself? And,
Alright.
go for
Alright.
it.
As you can see, I am playing a pile featuring prison, and I'm against Newson Singh here playing
Bolton pile. 2 piles.
All right.
Solid roll.
Nice. All right. We are going to go second.
Alright. Another pitch. Activate Halo.
Yep.
So, Newson, you want to let the
Draw a
fans know what
card.
you're doing?
Yeah, activate Halo.
Okay.
So user has activated Halo on turn 1. On turn 1, generally you don't want to be attacking too much because your opponent does draw up to 4. However, Halo is really nice because he gets to set up a soul and have it ready for next turn, as he probably doesn't plan on attacking me very much. Says Newton.
Alright, I'm gonna hustle and pass.
Alright. We are going to Phantasmify, and we're going to hit you for 7. It is a phantasm. We're not going to pop Dreamweavers here. As our viewers at home know, we're going to be saving the Dreamweavers for a future turn.
Newson, everybody loves it. You're the other game dev.
Oh, that's
I might have to get you guys t-shirts.
great. That's great.
T-shirts one of these days.
Alright, I'll block. Free.
Alright, so you're
4.
defending for free.
Yep.
Yep, you go to 16. This is put into my soul, and we're going to be arsenaling this card here. It's your turn.
Alright. I'm gonna pitch and play Adrenaline's Rush. If I have less life than Jason, it gains +3, making it 7.
Oh, the card actually says Jason. Alright, so attacking me for 7.
1 floating.
No defense.
And you activate Bolton.
Yep.
Because attack is greater than its base, giving it go again. Vanish.
Day 7, go down to 13.
Next, I will. I'll play Tremor for 5. Gains +2 because I banished a card this turn.
Pretty good. No defense.
Pass. Well, big turn here for me now, Jason.
Alright, we are going to on my turn we're going to activate prison, and this lets me get a special shield. We are then going to attack your special shield because Iris of Reality makes my illusionist auras 4 power, and once per turn action, pay 3, attack, go again. Newson knows that with 2 cards left, I can be following this up with a really giant Phantasm attack, so he might be saving a 6 power card.
Now, does Newson know that?
I sure didn't. Anyway, no defense.
We're gonna
Ooh.
play Pound for Pound, and this card is Dominate because I'm at lower life. Alright, you're to 9. Your turn.
Jason, the chat would really like a reading of Pound for Pound if you. A reading of it, perhaps.
Ah, reading?
It'll just go blurry. The
Alright.
camera.
Pound for a Pound. The artwork has 2 people on it. When you play Pound for Pound, if you have less life than an opposing hero, it gains Dominate. 6 power, 2 defense. I do not know the people's names.
Tricky, very tricky. What is this? Sure. I'm going to pitch and play Brandish for free.
Alright, if Brandish hits me, your next weapon that's going to be +1, so we're going to be defending this.
Yeah, so I have to go again, and I'm going to pitch and play Surging Willet.
Surging Militia gains
Plus
1
1
for each
non-equipment.
non-equipment I defend with. Interesting. Alright, we take 4. Here's a Spectral Shield.
Pass to you.
Seek Enlightenment. My next attack action card I play this turn +3, and if it hits, I lose Hero Soul, and then sell a Spouting. If I have a pitch soul with higher power, which I don't do with Go Again, so it does not have Go Again, but we're going to be attacking you for 8. And if this hits, I'm going to be getting a soul, which is very powerful in prison.
You have 1 floating, correct? So
Incorrect. +1,
oh,
+2.
+1, sorry. Think. I'm just gonna
Defend for
defend
all 8.
8.
Alright.
My turn. I'm just gonna Arsenal.
Alright, let's see what we have here. We are going to Dreamweavers. Captain's Core doing +2. Phantasmify, Hero of Tenacity. We're going to be attacking for 10 dominate. And usually it'll be quite unfortunate because if you had a 6 power card it'll go pop. But this is why we have Dreamweavers and this is why we built our deck. Without Dreamweavers our deck would not really function.
Straw. Alright, I'm going to defend for free. 1 pitch, use the Ironhide plate, giving it +2.
Yeah, you would defend with that first and then pay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So 2, 3. So defending for 6, take 5.
No, this is
11, right?
10?
10?
Yeah, 11. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
5, 9, 11.
Yep, you take 5. This goes into a soul. I'm gonna ask no, your turn.
I'm gonna play Express Lightning for 4. Charge.
Interesting. So do that and then that. Do that, you have +3, that would be unfortunate. Alright. We are going.
People would like you to explain the cards you play, Houston,
Oh, really?
because they like your opinion.
They do? Alright.
Alright, we're gonna defend with Ironhide.
Alright,
Take 2.
take 2. Pass.
Still in your action phase, we're going to use this and make a spectral shield. Attack you with spectral shield. We have 1 resource left. So this is a nifty turn for me when I defended with Ironhide because I pitched 3 and I still had 2 left, and that allowed me to just really utilize my resources. This is one of the big upsides of Ironhide as opposed to other equipments. As you'll see, like there's certain decks that will happily pay the 1 resource without it being too much of a drawback. So we're attacking for lethal here. And Houston knows here that there are a few cards that can just kill him if he defends here incorrectly.
Ooh, what's the new prison card that Jason just pitched?
Which one? They're both not prison.
Okay, then Adam Little doesn't know what he's talking about.
They're both light cards. Rising Solar Tide, one of the first cards I pitch. If it hits, put it into your soul. And Invigorating Light, when you play Invigorating Light, if there are no cards in your soul, you may put it into your soul, or you must put it into your soul when the combat chain closes. In general, the light only cards, they do interact with the soul. It's cards that just like very, very well put in your soul. And to note for our viewers back home, putting a card in your soul is not the same as charging, so you're gonna notice it later on when Yusin actually puts cards in his soul. Alright, you're gonna take 1 here.
Yep.
Watching Herald.
That's very fortunate. I will defend for 5. So take 1.
Yep, put into soul.
Alright, I'm going to pitch, activate Gallantry Gold. All my weapons attacks gain +1 this turn.
Wait,
2.
this isn't dead, sorry.
That's all
I don't
good.
know
2
why I put
floating.
that there.
I'm going to swing with Hatchet Ability for free. One remaining.
So maybe for free. Attacking for 3 and then later you will attack for 4.
Person in the stream would like to know why you have no mercy on your cards.
Oh.
Neither sleeve nor the amount of pressure,
He didn't
the
pull.
angle
So,
you put your cards. People,
So-
I think people would like to know, Jason.
so unlike what the world kind of thinks, we're not made of money. Well, I'm not made of money, and I can't afford sleeves. So if anyone wants to donate me some sleeves, so I can take better care of my car, so I like that. But fortunately, I don't get provided sleeves.
So Jason, where can fans send you sleeves to? If you'd like to leave your PO box.
Hi, my PO box is some amount of PO box, some numbers at sleeves for Jason Chung.
Next time you have a sleeve, think of it, Jason.
This is a tough spot you've put me in, or I put myself in because of bad deck building.
Oh, tell me about it. I still think you're comfortable.
Sleeves for the game dev fund. People have called it.
This is a spot you've put me in, you sin. Alright. Alright, we'll lose our special shit here.
Activate Bolton.
Yep.
Go again. That shit of mine will be attacking you for 4.
What's this? What are you laughing at?
Pass back to you.
Rudy has just said he's going to send us a pallet of sleeves, all with magic logos on them.
Alright. I'm just going to make a spectral shield, and it's your turn.
Really?
Yeah, very unlucky.
Very.
Whopper says hi.
Alright.
He asked to let you know that he has said hi to you, so...
Do I have to say hi back?
No, it wasn't in the request.
Alright. I'll accept the hi.
I'm gonna play Engulfing Light. Charge. If I charge this turn, and then if it hits, if this hits, I gets to put in my Hero's Soul.
Interesting. Defender for 4. A defender with non-attack actions.
That's very good.
And now I hope you have nothing else, so you can't give that card go then.
I don't have anything. Alright. I'll pass to you.
We are going to pitch an attack for 4. Instead of actually attacking with Yinta Yanta here, we're going to be actually pitching, and this just allows us to get our deck a little bit stronger. Like on Newton's last turn, I defended with 2 non-attack actions, and a big reason for this is Bolton has an ability where if you attack with attack actions, warriors really excel in battle, so you really don't want to be defending with attack actions. So that's why I did that. And one of the big reasons you don't want to attack with you don't want to defend with attack actions is because Bolton gets +1, which may sound a little bit innocent, but it actually unlocks his second ability of being able to banish cards from his soul. I think you need to flip less or else it goes on the mic.
Sorry. what a spot you put me in.
We've really done it. Who's everyone rooting for? Me or are they rooting for me or Prison?
People are rooting for Newsom to explain himself more. He's like a silent assassin.
I'm under pressure, mate.
Yeah.
Jason's got me on the ropes.
Who's gonna win, me or Prison?
I'm hoping you.
Yeah. Everyone put in your votes. Am I gonna win or is Newsom gonna lose?
To be fair, Jason, when James was on stream doing his deck build, he didn't have as much viewers as you commanding and conquering Newsom here. So.
Or maybe I lost the viewers. Or you mean he had more than when I was deck building, right?
You've got more. We're up to.
When I was deck building?
No, James had more, but you on camera, you two have there's over 430 people watching.
I'm on the fence. Take one.
Alright,
people are rooting for Prison or Newsom.
Alright guys, Newsom made a really fatal mistake here. He took 1 damage, and what Newsom probably didn't realise is what I pitched on turn 1. Does the viewers know what I pitched on turn 1?
Ooh.
Always remember how you pitched. You fucking put up.
Sweet. Going to pitch Rally.
Okay.
Play Belittle.
Okay.
Revealing Engulfing Light.
So
Belittle allows me to search a
Yep.
Minnowism from my deck into my hand. And I will be grabbing the yellow one.
Alright guys, so on the very first turn we pitched a yellow card. It's made seem like nothing, but we intentionally knew that there was going to be the game was going to like go to this point, and because I've been carefully making sure I use all 4 cards every single turn. On the turn that I had Warmongers, not Warmongers, the turn I had Yinti Yanti, I could have just played that out and kept the card in hand. However, this would interrupt how many cards I've been drawing each turn, and because we did that, we're going to defend with Seek Enlightenment, and we're going to use an instant illusion aura of Merciful Retribution, and Newsom doesn't seem to have a way to prevent arcane damage.
Yep.
So what's going to happen here is do you have an attack reaction? If you do, you can kill me. But what's going to happen here is this attack's going to go through. My Spectral Shield is going to die, and since Spectral Shield is an aura or an attack action that I control, Merciful Retribution deals 1 damage to target hero, which I'll be targeting Newsom, and Newsom will fall down to 0.
Alright. Good game.
Good game.
Now, guys, I have a question from the chat that I think would be good, be nice for one of you to address, and by one of you I mean Jason. Is that of course Newsom was checking the number of cards in your deck. Now, is that an appropriate thing to do? If you could talk about checking the number of cards in deck.
So he should. It's more appropriate, especially if you're in a higher level, even if you're in like a casual level, to ask your opponent, "Hey, can I count the number of cards in your deck?" You don't want to just like recklessly grab their deck. But it is information that is known to both players, how many cards are in the deck. When you're playing at a more like professional level, do note that constantly checking your opponent's deck and graveyard could fall under rounds of slow play, but the information is public to both players. But probably don't just go and grab your opponent's deck.
We're just that close.
Alright, thank you guys. What we're going to do, Newsom, anything you'd like to let the viewers know?
No, not really.
Okay.
That sounds so sad.
Guys, we're going to go into a break, hopefully for only about 3 or 4 minutes as we queue up the games. I'm not sure if we're going to play King of the Hill or we're going to get 2 completely different team members over here.
Who do you guys want to see, and what heroes do you want to be seen?
Yeah, good question, Jason.
I guess the people want to see some dark side, but let's leave it up to the viewers on what they want to see next. Do you want to
All right, guys, let me know on the chat. We're gonna just pause. We're gonna go pause right now.
And we are back. Hello, everyone.
Welcome, guys. This is special because we have your one of your stream managers, Callum, is going to be playing the highly requested chain, and we have not Sasha.
Different calling champion.
We will get Sasha.
The people's champion.
We will, the people's champion. We'll definitely get Sasha on board because I know what you guys want to see him. But we have somebody that has one less callings.
Yes.
But any calling win is a big one.
It's a big one. All right.
We have. Introduce yourself, Jacob.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Jacob, one of the new members of LSS, currently #1 rated on the ELO leaderboard, and I'm ready to crush my arch nemesis over there, playing the dark character chain as Prism. So let's go, Callum.
But you
Alright.
realise that your 90-day mark, we just wipe your ELO.
Yeah, absolutely. 8. What do you got? 7. All right. I'm going to get started going first.
Sure thing.
Looks like you've got quite the suit of armor over there. I do not, unfortunately, pull that many armor slots. I only pulled, I think I pulled all chest and head and no legs, and my only head was a light head rather. I was skipping leg day. It's not good. Not good, mate. Not good. Alright. Interesting. Well, let's see what we can do here. Gonna get started. Actually, think what I'm going to do is get started by making a soul shackle, so I can get that going, and pitching a minnowism to attack my weapon just for 1.
Alright, I'm just going to throw a stony wooden hog in front of your Galaxy Black.
Okay. And then next, I think I'm just going to pitch and come in for 2 with a ghostly visit.
Sure thing. Alright, I'm just going to throw this Rising Solar Tide in front of Ghostly Visit.
Alright, I'm going to put something in my arsenal and I'm going to pass the turn.
Awesome. Drop it in. Alright, what we got to work with here?
Now, from what I've seen, you've managed to pull some pretty spicy stuff in your deck that's going to make yours a little bit different from Jason's that they've already seen.
Yeah, hopefully we can get out some of that spice for you guys. But I think I'm just going to start by firing off nice and simple a Herald of Rebirth.
Oof. So that's 7, and let's see, have you got anything in your graveyard? You don't have any phantasms in the graveyard.
Not yet.
Oh, and you've got 1 card in hand. Let's see here. That's going to have to do that. I could do that.
Jacob, I've got a request on the stream. Could you wish Philip H a happy birthday and call him a filthy casual?
Alright, Philip. Happy birthday, you filthy casual.
Hey guys, feel free. The guys are listening, and I do try and feed back what you guys are saying to him because this is a bit of a casual event, and we already know the outcome of this match.
Oh, dude.
Well,
Wow.
Jacob does. He's been winking at me going.
Okay. I think what I'm going to do here is just block up for 7.
Alright, sure thing. I'm just going to arsenal this card and pass the turn back to you.
Alright, well, I'm going to do my soul shackle. Oh, we've done a little bit of a nice one there. However, we don't have a huge amount to make use of it yet. So I think what I'm going to do is just get that soul bind my soul a little further to the demons that control me, and then pitch this nice foil mutated mass, shall we say, to attack with my weapon for 1.
Alright, that's fine by me. I'm not going to block it.
Alright, so you're going to take 1, and then 1 more from the arcane. And then I'm going to have to fulfill my blood debt because I have left the Seeds of Agony there to be used at a later time.
Alright. Can we fire off anything spicy for you? Alright.
Give the people what they want, Jacob. They want to see you annihilate me. I want to see. Everybody wants to see the good guys win, right?
Yep. Alright. I am just going to keep it nice and simple. And I'm just going to activate these
Ooh.
Dreamweavers of mine.
Okay.
And I'm going to pitch Adrenaline Rush
Yeah.
for Phantasma
Oh
5.
my god, here it comes.
So this card gives my next attack +5 and becomes an illusionist attack with Phantasm. So then we're going to throw down the beautiful Herald of Ravages.
Okay, so this is coming in for 10.
Yep, if it hits, it goes into my soul and I get to ping you for 1 arcane damage.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's pretty nasty. Well, I think I'm gonna. Yeah, I don't have as much going on here as I'd like, so I think I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna block with 10.
Alright, that certainly works.
Mhm.
I'll just throw this in the old arsenal and pass it back to you, Kellen.
Alright, Soul Shackle. Here we go. Oh,
Uno.
2 more cards that I can play from the
Pretty
Banished
strong.
Zone. I'm just thinking about whether or not I want to use any of those this turn. No, I think what we're going to do is just make a Soul Shackle, pass the turn back.
Your debt's creeping up there.
It's creeping up. It's going to have to be paid at some point, but you know what, that is not something I have to think
Hopefully
about
the
now.
blood debt will be paid by Jacob.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, so I believe you lose 3
I
life,
lose
right?
3 life, That
Yep.
is correct, yep.
Cool. Alright, well, I guess it's time for some more big attacks.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to Seek Enlightenment and throw down a Herald of Protection.
Oh, so this is coming in for 10, and if it hits, goes into your soul and you're making a Spectral Shield.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm going to hope here that this Phantasm can be popped.
Alright, Phantasm trigger on the stack.
Oh
I'm going to play my Blinding Beam to give you a Lunar Type Lander -2
no!
attack.
Oh, right. Okay. So, I guess that's it. I'm taking
8 damage, I believe.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Awesome. Gets thrown into my soul.
And you're going to make a Spectral Shield, yeah?
Indeed.
Alright. Dang. That was nasty. Alright, is it my turn again?
It is, sir.
Alright, let's see what goodies we can get this time. 1, 2, 3. Okay, these 2 aren't relevant, so they're going to go to the other banished zone that I don't use. Although there are cards like Spew Shadow that do allow you to play them out. So it's good not to forget about them.
Special ship token in my deck.
Oh, whoops. Oh, that's fine. You know, it's a casual play.
Yeah,
If that happens at a pre-release, just call a judge and get your opponent in the
Cal,
queue.
would you say you're putting Jacob in a false sense of security, lulling him, mystifying him?
I like to think that. However, I'm not entirely sure. It's going to depend largely on how we can do this turn. See whether we can get some good stuff happening. Because we've got some good cards here, and we are going to be able to utilize them. But yeah, okay. We better get some stuff out of the banished zone, because otherwise we're going to start dying to this blood debt. So I think what I'm going to do is go for Player Seeds of Agony. And then I'm going to pitch and then I'm going to also play a Warmonger's Recital.
Alright, it's getting big.
And then I'm going to make a Soul Shackle. And I'm going to play a Ghostly Visit for 7 with 1 arcane damage.
Alright, well I don't
And it
have
has go again.
any arcane prevention, so that Spectral Shield's going to take that hit for me.
Okay.
Alright, and then because you've banished 3 or more cards this turn, this box for 4.
Uh-huh.
I'm also going to put my Yanti in front of it as well, blocking another 2.
So you're taking 1?
Yep, as it
Alright.
currently stands.
And then I think what I'm going to do...
Hit trigger.
Oh yeah, this goes to the bottom of my deck.
Something to note as well, that this attack is still technically on the combat chain until he closes it,
Right.
even though it's currently on the bottom of his deck.
That is a good point. Alright, now I am going to pitch, and unfortunately that Spectral Shield ate my Shadow Vice, so this is just coming in for 3 here, but I really want to get it out of the banish zone.
Yeah, fair enough. Alright, I'm going to pitch my Enigma Chimera to block with Ironhide Helmet.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still taking 1.
Alright, you take 1.
Cool.
And then I'm going to...
When you go to close the chain, I'm going to
Sure.
activate Prism's effects, banishing Herald of Protection with the remaining 2 resources, and making another Spectral Shield.
Nice. Alright, I'm going to take 1 off of this Bounding Demigun that's in my banish zone.
Beautiful.
And... oh, it's looking rough. Hopefully we can
Nice simple turn here for you, Callum. I'm just going to hit you with my
pitch
shield.
and attack with the shield. Alright, let's see. I'm going to want that. I think I can probably get away with getting rid of this. So I think I'm just going to block for 3 and take... oh, actually, you know what? I might want this. So I'm gonna block for 4 here. And then I can put a little counter on my ether.
Sure thing.
Alright.
Pass it back to you, Callum.
Alright. Here it comes. 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, we've hit some goodies. These Arcanic Crackles, unfortunately, can't be played. But I have a foil Shadow of Ursa there, which is a very nice little card to play. So, let's see what stuff we can do. Well, I think I'm going to start things off by that is annoying. I forgot that you can't do that, so I might have to leave that one for a later date. But what I'm going to do here is go for making a Soul Shackle. And then bitching to play Rifted Torment from the Banish Zone. 1 arcane damage because it's been dealt by the Banish Zone.
Alright, it's going to eat my shield again.
And then 3 coming at you.
3 coming at me. Just 3, huh?
Just 3.
Just 3. You know what? I'm going to say that's
fine.
okay.
You're going
I'm
to take
gonna-
that 3.
Just going to take that 3.
Alright, and then I'm going to play Tremor of Irathiel. Apple apparently exists on Wraith. And it's going to come in for 6 because I put the card in my banish zone this turn.
Cool. So you don't have go again, is that correct?
No go again on this attack. No.
Alright. In that case, I'm going to block with Impenetrable Belief, which
Yep.
again blocks for 4.
Nice.
And a Frontline Scout for
Okay,
2.
so that's fully blocked.
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to have to take 2 from my blocked it.
Creep me up a little bit.
2, 3. Yep, it sure is.
Alright. Well, for my turn, I'm just going to pitch my Rally the Rear Guard and attack you with Adrenaline Rush for 4.
Just for 4.
Just
Okay.
for 4.
Ooh, this is starting to
Get a little
Starting
bit
to get
scary.
a bit dicey, yeah. Right. I think what I'm going to do. Yeah, okay. I'm going to block with Tremor of Irathiel.
Alright, another one of those.
Yep, another one of those, and I think I'm going to try and see if I can't do some real damage next turn. I'm going to take 2.
Sure. I'll last on this card and pass
Okay.
it back to you.
Alright. Let's see what we can do. Here we go. 5 cards. 1, oh no, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ooh,
Okay.
some interesting ones. But you're running out of cards.
I
there,
am
Cal.
running out of cards very quickly. I've also, unfortunately, gotten rid of my minnoism, which is going to make this take a little bit worse, but that's okay. So let me just have a little look here. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I think the first thing I'm going to do is go for a attack with this belittle. Actually, before I do that, sorry, I'm going to crack my stubbies. All right, cracking the stubbies. Here we go. I'm going to attack with a belittle. I would be able to reveal a card in my hand and search my minnoism, but I know it's just been banished, so that's unfortunate. Part of the cost of toying with demons.
Indeed, indeed.
So that's going to be 3 because of the
Mhm.
stubbies.
Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to put block 2 in front of it, and I'll
Okay,
take 1.
sure. Then I'm going to go for a Shadow of Ursur,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to pay the additional cost of that, banishing a card with Blood Debt from my hand. So this gets go again, and it's also coming in for 3.
Cool. I will block it for 3 with my Herald of Protection.
Nice. Then I have 2 resources remaining, so I'm going to make a Soul Shackle, and then I'm going to play this Bounding Demigon. That's coming in for 3 plus 1 because it's played from the Banish Zone, plus 1 from the Stubbies.
Yep.
So 5.
Alright. I'm going to have to take that. I'll drop down to 7.
Okay. And then I'm going to come in with this Ghostly Visit for 4.
Alright. And I'm just going to block for 3 and take 1.
Okay. And then I go down to 1 from my
Blood Debt.
blood debt. This all goes in the graveyard, and I'm going to draw these up.
Cool.
And
Alright, I want to see what you've got there. I'm going to
Oh.
throw this frontline scout out.
all right.
Alright, that's a quality hand.
That's a
right
quality hand. There's a lot coming in. So I'm going to block for 3 because it's the only card in my hand
Beautiful.
for block.
there. I'm just gonna ask
Oh,
this
you're
back to
you're
you.
not going to kill me.
Ah.
You're going to make me.
Of
You're
course.
gonna make me die to my own debt. All right. I am going to. I don't
Going to
know.
1 is a bad time.
Going
in
to
this
one-
format, dear Mamada.
It is not great.
Thank you. Thank
Um,
you. Thank you for that.
So
Cal was fully aware.
I am fully aware. What can I do here? I obviously can't banish 6 cards off of my library. That's fine. So then I'm just going to. He's got no cards in his soul, so that doesn't do anything. This doesn't do anything either. I'm just going to make a soul shackle.
Alright, I have a response to you
Are you
making
gonna-
a soul shackle.
Oh no!
I'm going to pitch 6.
Oh no!
And I'm going to play Arclight Sentinel.
Oh no!
Arclight Sentinel reads is a light illusionist instant aura, and when it is in the arena, when an opponent would announce an attack, they must choose Arclight Sentinel as the target. Which means if you attack me, you say
Yeah.
bye-bye to the rest of your turn. 'Cause I don't think you're got a way of
That's,
getting extra action points there, buddy.
a pretty sweet little foil there. I see that you pulled as well.
Mm.
All right, I'm just going to. I've made my soul shackle. I'm going to attack you. I'm going to attack Arclight Sentinel for 1 with my bounding demigon. Sorry, 2 because oh no,
Sure.
it's not an attack. Actually.
Yep. Blows
alright.
up my Sentinel, but because of the way that Spectra works, when he attacks it, he loses his source of go again.
Yep. So that is my turn over, and look at that. There's a card with blood debt, so I'm going to go to 0, and that's game.
Good game, Callum.
Yep. Well, I'm still reasonably happy with my pool. I got a couple of foil majestics, so
That's Sentinel. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
beautiful.
Remember that when we were doing some of the testing. I do just have a quick question.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just well, it's not so much a question. It's Arsenal Pass. Arsenal Pass. I don't know if that's hey guys. Arsenal Pass is a sweet podcast. So that must be Hayden or Brendan on the line. But they said I thought Bounding Demagon needs a non-attack action to be played in order to play
Oh
down the
yes. I think I may have cheated there actually. But that's all right.
Don't listen to him.
No. But that's I probably should have just played the mutated mass in that case to take the Arclight Sentinel. So I'm sorry, I'm still getting to grips with some of these cards as well as others. But that's all right. That's why I'm not a dev. So
That's why you got people
we'll
like
send
me.
somebody who's more adept at playing the game in here, and you guys can.
Jacob, any last words you guys would like to before we shuffle you off out the door?
Just hope everyone's really excited for Monarch. It's the first time I've gotten to play limited for it, and it's what can I say? It's such an awesome experience. And I really hope you guys have a good time at pre-release.
Alright guys, we're going to go, we're still on the stream, but we're going to mute it for a while. We'll see who we get in. I'm hoping we can actually get a husband and wife duo in here to play some
potentially.
games.
We'll
Maybe
see.
some of those out there that know LSS a bit better might know who I'm referring to. But yeah, we'll be back with you soon.
Alright, and we are back with another calling champion and another developer in a sick Bolton v Bolton mirror. And so today we have for you Sasha Markovic and Carol Rushkovitz. I think I've pronounced both as relatively.
That was pretty good.
You get to
I'll
live
take that.
another
I'll
day.
take
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, here we are. Introduce yourselves, guys.
I came in the top half of a calling once, and since then I became a dev. So yeah, that's a brief little history of my gameplay. But
Yeah.
can't wait to play some Bolton Mirror.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and I'm Sasha. I'm an Australian who fell in love with Fab in the early days. I won the callings when they didn't matter. They matter a lot more now, a lot more players. So I think Carol's got a lot more edge on me. I'm quite rusty. I just came off the plane not that long ago. So let's see how we go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Must be one of your
and
first games in New Zealand.
Oh yeah, I'm going to read a lot of your cards. So
Okay.
yeah.
Sweet.
Also, for those, I know Alan did sort of tease a husband and wife matchup. I just want to clear that Carol and Sasha aren't that husband and wife combo. Unfortunately, we couldn't convince Sasha's wife to come in and play, but that's all right. We've got Carol's the next best thing.
She already beat me devastatingly off screen. So
Yeah, she did.
I don't want a
already
repeat
beaten
performance
you,
of
so-
that.
All right, let's do it. I roll.
Sweet. Of course.
Oh. Yeah, they are.
Let's go.
sorry.
Oh, let's start. Here we go. That's standard for me. First or second, my friend?
I'll go first.
No problem.
Okay.
I see you're missing your legs there, Carol.
Yeah.
He's
I like
also
to
fit.
charge. I like to be nimble on my feet.
Nothing to weigh you down. Not like these iron hide boots. Legs.
Exactly.
Alright, bring the pain.
Okay. Let's start this off with some. I'll pop my Halo of Illumination,
Awesome.
chuck a Seek Enlightenment into my soul, and draw a card.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. What else do we want to do? I'll come in with a hatchet for 2.
For 2. Standard, just trying to take a card out of my hand.
Yeah, so unfortunately my Halo of Illumination doesn't charge. It does put a card into my soul, but
Just for
okay. That'll do it. I'll just arsenal and pass.
2. Easy days.
Oh, the people are asking about Carol's chest armor because they haven't seen that there. You just want to tell us a little bit about what that does?
Yeah, so my Bolton's a little bit more stylish than Sasha's, and I'm rocking a good old blood dib brocade. Is that how it's
the blood
pronounced?
drop brocade, I believe.
Blood
And,
drop brocade.
Hopefully you can sort of see it there. You'll be able to see all these cards very soon. Don't worry, we don't have time to kind of spoil everything. But
Yeah,
it's-
but
tell
what
them
it-
what it does.
So it's an instant destroy blood drop brocade, gain 1 resource point. Activate this ability only if you have dealt or been dealt attack damage this turn.
So pretty nifty
Brocade.
utility piece there.
It's quite
Yep.
good with the iron hide equipment that you're missing, so
Good stuff.
It's pretty good with those, absolutely.
no worries.
Do you want to trade?
Yeah.
Cheeky trades.
Cheeky trades. Okie dokie. So let's give this a go. So I'm going to attack with Engulfing Light, and I'm going to charge, putting Rising Soul Tide into Bolton's soul.
Here we go. Put it into Hero Soul. Now let me have a think about this. Should we do some crazy stuff?
It's just a measly 3.
That's all it is. It's just 3. Let me think about my next turn. I'm gonna try something crazy next turn. So no defense.
No defense, eh? Okay, I'm gonna let that hit.
Yeah, sounds good.
That goes into my soul,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll Arsenal pass.
Sweet. Okay, let's get the little dwarfs going.
Little dwarves.
Yeah, I've got belittle. Attack action card, so I'm gonna reveal a take flight.
Okay, blue take flight.
Yep. And it allows me to search for minnowism.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Like to cut.
I would very much like to, even though I trust you.
Yeah, so I've got 2 resource points up. I'm coming at you for 3.
3. Yeah, you know, I'll wear it. I'm not scared of no dwarves like that.
Sweet.
You will not belittle me.
Alright. Close the chain. Play it out. I used this. Take flight. I'll charge, why not? Let's go for it. Let's go for gold.
Coming in for 5.
Yep. 5, go again.
Still not scared.
Still not scared, eh? Well, what if I come at you for a 7?
7. Still not scared.
Attack reaction.
Go for
I'll
it.
pop this. Banish a card. Give it go again. I'm gonna use my sweet. How do you say it again?
Blood drop brocade.
Brocade. I'll use my sweet brocade and come at you for 2.
Still not scared.
Sweet.
Carol
Well-
might be getting a bit scared.
Yeah. Why isn't he defending? Alright, I'll take it.
Sweet. Ready?
Oh dear.
Oh my goodness. Here we go.
Cool. We're gonna stubby it up. Stubby hammers.
Stubbies.
All
And I
right.
kind of wish I had stubbies for the last turn. That would have been nice.
Oh, I might have been scared then. Cool. Then we're going to play Bolt of Courage, charging, putting through this second swing.
Sweet. And if it hits, you draw a card.
Correct.
Very good. Very good. And you have 2 cards coming in for 3. I'm gonna defend for 3. Can't
Defend
let you
for
have a
3.
free card draw there.
No, you can't. You're a smart cookie, aren't you? So we're going to give it go again.
Yep.
And then we're going to play Spill Blood.
What? This guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to attack with that hatchet. Do people know what Spill Blood does?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's been
I
previewed. It's been
think
previewed.
It's been
Yeah.
previewed. Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, Cobra Pearl, the person who's previewed
4.
it, is yahooing in the chat right now. Our preview partner, getting all the spoilers.
4 dominate, eh?
Mhm.
Alright. I'll take 4.
Okay. So we're going to give it go again as well.
I'll just chuck these in the banish.
Oh yeah, that's
just
correct.
to-
Sorry.
yeah.
Thank you. Let's keep the train going.
So that's coming in for 5 now.
Yeah. I think I have to pitch for that one as well,
yeah,
right?
probably.
Coming in for 5. What do we have here? Alright.
Cool. Clean it up.
Let's see what I can do here.
Oh, I see. Okay, different. Oh, I apologize for getting the spoiler people wrong. It was Bolt of Courage, right?
Okay. Okay, let's try this out. I'm just gonna come at you for 5. If it hits, it goes into my hero soul.
Cheeky 5.
Man, that armor does look intimidating though.
It'll play its role eventually. 5. Alrighty, right. Let's build up to another big soul.
Coming
Just,
in for
just one.
Just one.
I don't think you're scared.
No, I am very glad I've got that. I'm gonna pretend that I'm really gonna think about this here. But yeah, what do we have here? Yep.
Nice. Oh, yeah.
Okay. I really want to play this just because I'm not sure if people have seen this card.
Which one? Oh no, I think
Yeah.
people have not seen that.
But I cannot play that card right now.
No, it's probably
Yeah. If I do pitch it or
Probably
block with it, I will showcase it.
yeah,
but
for sure.
yeah, I do need to plan this turn out a little bit.
That's a turn 1 card.
That doesn't bode well for me. A lot of excitement.
Hmm.
Oh no, I know what you're talking about now.
um,
They're all begging in the chat to be shown the card. But I don't think
Oh,
we should now. I think we should hide.
Yeah, it is a majestic. It
It's
is
a
a
sweet
light,
foil majestic,
light
yeah.
majestic. Let's see what Sasha's gonna do when I do this.
It's coming in for 6.
Coming in for 6.
You can give that one a go again. Cheeky devil.
Maybe.
Maybe. You know, sometimes you just gotta
The
cash it in.
fridge.
Oh,
The fridge
the
is
fridge.
coming in.
That's 3 pieces of ironhide.
Mm-hmm. Should I just play this?
Maybe.
Yeah, alright. Just because everyone wants to see this card, I'm going to play it out.
So
Hell yeah.
Soul Food!
tell people what it does.
So Soul Food, as just as the name suggests, it puts Soul Food and all cards in your hand into your hero's soul. So this card is just amazing if you draw it on your first turn because in decks like Prism and Bolton, it just allows you to put your whole hand into your hero's soul.
Alright, we're gonna have to show them a little bit more than that.
Sure.
And that's a nice spoil version as well.
So lucky, Carol.
Oh. You'll see that one more again later on.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
So we're going to
Oh no.
be the Vanguard
Be the Vanguard, coming in for 4.
for 4.
And all your attacks get +1, right?
For each light card used to charge,
Mhm.
which was just the one Courageous Steel Hand.
Okay. And you have charged, so all my stuff.
Don't you just love the artwork on this card?
Yeah.
In your face.
The playmat of that is very nice.
You have a playmat for that one?
Oh yeah.
Oh goodness.
If anything says charge, it's a people Vanguard. Straight up. Okay, I'm not going to declare any defense.
I'm gonna use Bolton. Give it a go again.
Yeah.
Attack with that Hatchet of Body. You know what's next.
So it's coming in for 3 and then 4.
The good numbers.
Mhm.
I do have to think about this. Sad.
Do we get much
sad
love for the
times.
fridge? Who
Oh,
loves to use the
a
fridge?
few people who love the fridge.
Whoever
That's-
coined that term is an absolute legend. I just have to say,
Absolutely.
it's so fitting.
Absolutely. I'm pretty sure that was Jason Thompson Chick.
Master of the fridge.
He loves the fridge.
Oh man, this is really sad. This
Don't be
is-
sad. Be happy.
I'll block for 2, defend for 2 here.
Take
Take
one.
1.
Gonna give Go again, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Attack for that 4.
Oh man, I can't even block with this. Defend with this. This is gonna be rough.
Charging on in there, Carol. And attack. Go to 5. Take
Mhm.
2.
Yep.
Go to 1.
Mm-hmm.
Kill me in absolute fashion, Carol. This is the intense.
Yeah, it's getting dicey.
Quite intense.
Can he do it? That's the question. I'm going to Adrenaline Rush.
What?
Coming in for 7.
1 for 7. 2 for 7. Okay.
2 for 7.
Still absurd.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You got no resources left. Do you
No.
have a 0 cost attack in your hand? No.
Maybe.
You're just gonna follow up with the axe. Just the axe. That's so good. I think you're gonna get me here. So I'm gonna rally the rear guard and then
Mhm.
activate its ability.
Mm-hmm.
So defending for 5 against your 7.
5 against my 7.
Sorry, you haven't hit me
Thinking
yet.
about it. I'm
Haven't
thinking
hit
about
me
it.
yet.
2 cards. Pitch. Tack. Charge. I think I have to put as much pressure as I can here. So yeah.
Bring it on.
Yeah, as an attack reaction, I am gonna give it go again.
Too easy. I'll take the 2.
Yep.
1 each.
And coming with
Didn't
a
have the
hatchet.
yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was the sad thing. I was like, if I could only save my blue there to come in with a cheeky glisten, but it is
Okay.
what it is.
Defend for 3 against 3.
Yep.
What a tight game.
I think it's 2 on 3, right? Because he didn't show.
Correct.
I haven't. Yeah.
I should probably read my own hero. 0 for 4. Classic.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
Let's take those 2 cards away.
Very nice. This is pretty sweet. I'll buckle these.
Awesome. Second swing is kind of hard to pull off, I've found. I've got 1 copy and I just haven't been able to do it all day.
I do quite like the red one as a setup card. If you can like charge into like one axe into another.
Totally.
What
Bring it.
was my? Where would I charge here?
Blue.
Pop gallantry gold.
Is it just
The time
weapons?
has come.
Nice.
Yeah. I'll come in
For 3.
with a hatchet of body. For 3.
3 and then 4. Huh?
What a game.
What a game.
We charged so early. I don't know. It's like we're both just like,
We're sprinters, right? We're natural born sprinters.
hey, no shoes, mate.
Race
no
to the
shoes.
bottom. That's right. So this is 3, then the next one could be a big attack in your hand. So you haven't charged, so 3 for 3 sounds fair.
I'm glad I got that card. Yeah, attack reaction, I'll give it.
Good call.
Go again. Now, what do we want to do here? I'll come in with a hatchet.
For 4.
Mm-hmm.
No resources left then?
No resources left.
Okay. What card do I want to keep most? Probably this one. 4 it is.
Sweet, sounds good. I'll chuck that in the arsenal and pass. Ooh.
Oh, okay, you like your hand? I'm going to attack.
Damn it! You got me. Oh man. This card is very nice here. I do want that. I'll defend with that.
Too good. Is that the card that you liked?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You got it, Carol. Oh,
Put a
solid.
card on top.
Solid.
Those breakpoints, pretty crucial in this. Very nice. 2 cards.
Going to 5. 4.
No charge.
4 is so good. Takes my hand away. There
Mm-hmm.
you go. That was a combo kill as well.
You've been setting that out the whole game.
The whole game. Well played.
Okay.
Back to you.
I'll take flight.
Uh-oh.
And I will charge.
You can pay for that one.
Oh yeah, of course.
Thanks for keeping him honest.
Somebody's got to.
Alright, so this is 2 coming in. Defend with an attack, it goes to 3. So luckily I got a 2 right here.
Okay. I will come in for 4.
Okay.
I could charge. Nah,
Nah.
charged enough this game.
So defend with an attack, it goes to 5. So you're really putting the pressure on me here. 6.
Yeah, attack reaction. I'll give it a go.
Good idea.
How do you do that?
Oh, true. Because it doesn't have the plus thing. Damn it. Okay, I guess I'll pass.
Non-attacks.
True. Very nice, very nice. You know, just ready to go for it.
Eggy dag.
Okay. Very strong.
Salt.
Lock that up. Okay, I'll play Engulfing Light I'll charge this. Yeah, just coming in for 3.
Just for 3. So got to
I
defend.
can't believe how late this game has gone. Like,
I know.
this is like end game.
Well, we're
I haven't
both
seen
just
this
like
happen.
dragging ourselves across the finish line, right?
Yeah,
Did you start with more than 30 cards?
maybe.
Maybe. Oh, in the spirit of
I
competition.
think I was running 31. So
Would have got me either way. Awesome. So 3, going to 4. Gotta do this. 4. The combo again.
so that I'm gonna play Courageous Steel
Oh,
Hand
you
plus
charged.
1.
Excellent.
Oh.
Great game.
Awesome.
Got that.
Just jumping over the finish line.
Yeah, and I had this. I just checked this in my arsenal to be safe.
Oh,
I'm
so
not
you're
sure
safe
if
forever then.
this, I'm not sure if this card has been. This has been spoiled,
This
right?
has not been spoiled. No, no.
Oh wow.
That's alright. People are gonna love it. Why don't you tell them what that one does?
Okay, Soul Shield. I feel like I've just been spoiling all the
You
all the
are.
light
You love to
cards.
spoil
Okay,
cards.
light defense reaction costs 2, purchase for 2. Put Soul Shield into your hero's soul when the combat chain closes. So this is a nice, powerful defense reaction that defends for 6, and no matter what, this thing goes into your soul at the end of the combat chain. So yeah, nice little defensive option for light heroes.
It's a pretty sweet little
It's a gorgeous card,
gorgeous card.
especially in foil.
Oh yeah, unfortunately that one's not a foil, but that's right. Now, what I think we're going to do for you is get some Leviah action, because people have been requesting it and we haven't seen her on stream today. So I think, Carol, you're actually going to stay where you are. When is actually?
We're going to take
Oh, no.
Jacob over him.
We're going to
Okay.
take Jay. All right, that's cool. You get a break.
Early retirement.
Sounds good. That was like
All
I
right.
was expecting a really.
All right, everyone, we have a special guest here who just wants to say something to those of you who've been watching.
Hey folks, it's James here. I just want to thank you all for tuning in today to follow our pre-release, and I would just like to wish you all a really fun and awesome pre-release weekend wherever you are in the world, whether that's playing at your local game store or playing at home in your bubble or on a webcam event. And yeah, just thank you very much for all of your support and well wishes throughout the previous season and over the last year. It's been just really incredible to see the outpouring of support from the community, and just very sincerely thank you all for that. So take care, my friends, and have a great weekend, and we will be seeing you at some big OP events coming all around the world as soon as we can, like I said earlier on the stream, and just hang tight. We're in this together, and have fun. Thank you. Thank you. And we've got a great game coming up for you between Jason Chung and
Jacob Pearson.
Jacob Pearson.
Sweet.
So stay tuned for that. Thanks, folks.
And we're back, guys.
Alright, guys, I'm going to get to battle.
Wait.
The-
Sorry, we're just
Am I
going
not
to...
allowed to talk?
No,
Oh.
you're allowed to talk. You just remember we're not... our video is not live just yet, but I'm sorting that out as we speak. So go ahead.
Oh, wait.
Who've we got here?
Me, Jacob Pearson versus.
Alright, hey, I was going to introduce you.
Alright, fine, Jason.
Alright, Jason here, and we're back, and this time we're gonna be challenging the last calling champion, and Jacob Pearson's back at it. This is probably the final game.
Yep. And we just run into a few little technical difficulties here, so I'm just going to sort that out before we continue, but we will have video for you very soon. So, yeah, talk amongst yourselves, guys.
I'll wait until you're set up.
Alright. So, we're just going to go offline for one more second, and then we'll be back with you in 1 minute.
Alright, so is it showing now?
Hey guys, we are back again for another match. We have Jason and we have Jacob, and we have brought finally to the table.
Alright, guys. This is going to be probably our final match of the day. I get to play against D. Jacob Pearson, and we're going to get at it. And prison is really lovely, but honestly, let's just go to the dark side. Alright, Jacob, let's go.
Alright, fine.
Via.
No prism here. It's Bolton time.
Alright. We're ending the day strong. And with 20 life. Alright, let's get underway.
There's a playmat at my feet now.
I believe it's pretty good. Alright, 3 is not going to beat that.
Alright. I'm gonna go second.
Alright, I respect it.
The dark side came with 3 sleeves, so we have to switch.
Oh, I see. Alright, I'm going to start this off by seeking enlightenment, and then we're going to fire off a rally the rear guard for 6.
Alright, if this hits me, there's bad news, but we actually want to be defending quite heavily with our deck. So let's actually defend heaps.
Alright, that's fine. I'll chuck this in the arsenal and pass it back to you.
Alright. Let's start. CS Spouting, and since there is a pitch cost with, there's a card in my pitch with 6 or more power, this will have Bogan.
Alright. I hear Sir Bolton's not that great at blocking, so I'm just going to take 3 there.
Alright, and then we are going to attack you with the meter. So this draws a card and discard a random card. Do you want to just pick one, Jacob?
Alright, fire off at this one.
Alright, this is only going in for 3.
3, you say? Alright. I'll take 3. Go to 14.
Alright, it's your turn.
Alright, see if we can get some spice going. I'm going to start my turn by pitching my second swing and destroying my Hail of Illumination, which allows me to put a card from my hand to my soul. I'm going to put Soul Food, ironically, into my hand, and that means because
Since
it's a light
it's
card,
light.
I get to draw a card.
Remember guys, this does not count as charging. Simply putting a card in your hero's soul is not the same as charging.
Correct. But you know what does count as charging, Jason?
Charging?
Charging. So I'm going to fire off a V of the Vanguard.
Oh wow.
And I'm going to charge 2 cards from my hand.
Now that's a good card.
Yeah, so I hear.
So you're attacking me for 5 here.
That's correct.
Alright, we're going to defend here for 6 and your Vanguard gets another bonus power, but I'm blocking 6 on 6.
Yep, I'm going to move to reaction step and
Yep.
throw away Summer Bolton Soul to give my attack go again.
Alright, that's fine.
Oh, Jacob, I believe you pitched a card called Second Swing.
Yes.
Would you like to tell the audience?
All about Second Swing. So Second Swing is a warrior action card that costs 1, defends for 3. If you've attacked with a weapon this turn, your next attack this turn gets +2 power. Go again, is what that card reads. Alright, and I think we'll just send in the old hatchet with my remaining resource.
And this is wow, attacking for 4, and
Yeah.
this is all thanks to V of the Vanguard Bolton specialization. We're not going to defend here. We need to keep a few cards, so we're not going to defend.
Bolton's gonna throw away another piece of his soul to give this hatchet go again.
Alright.
And well, do I? Yeah, I do. I'm going to pitch my Illuminate and come in with another hatchet. Now, because Hatcheted Body was the last attack this turn, it gets an additional +1, so this is actually coming in for 6.
That's a lot of damage. We're not going to defend this. We're going to have to just keep some cards to put pressure, so let's do that.
Alright. Pass it back to you, Jason.
Alright, we are going to pitch and we're going to play Hungering Slaughter Beast, and this is going to banish 3 random cards from our deck. So we'll give this a good shuffle. And Jacob, you want to name 3 numbers between 1 and 7?
Let's go with lucky number 3, 4, and 5.
3, 4, 5, and this is just to shuffle randomly, banish 3 cards from the deck, and just ensure that it's quite random. This is, if you have like 6 or less cards, you can use a dice, but this is also like a decent method. And we do hit a 6 power card, so my blood debt is turned off for the turn.
Ooh, lucky you. Alright, but now I gotta think about what I'm gonna do in face of this hungering slaughter beast, huh? Interesting. Alright. You know what? I ain't scared of going to the slaughter. I'm just going to block with my gallantry gold for 1 and take the remaining damage.
Alright, that falls you down to 8, and it's your turn. I don't have blood debt this turn.
Right. Alright, let's do this. I'm going to pitch my Bolt of Courage to attack you with Brandish. If it hits, my next weapon attack this turn gets +1.
It's a little bit unfortunate. Alright, we will just defend here for free.
Alright, I wanted to swing with my hatchets, but that's not going to happen today, so I'm just going to swing with this Rising Solar Tide. If it hits, it goes into my soul.
Alright, we're gonna just defend here for 2.
Alright.
But during my defense window step, we're going to be using Rise Above, and to pay the cost of this, I'm going to put a card on top of my deck.
Sure.
So we're still going to take 1, and you're going to get a soul.
Sounds good to me. I'm going to close my chain, Arsenal, and that's going to be the end of my turn.
And now, a lot of you might be thinking, Rise Above, this card does not seem very good, but there are uses for the alternative cost, and the alternative cost is actually quite a good one, and we're going to be attacking you with Random's Retas. This allows me to draw a card and discard a card at random. You want to pick one, Jacob?
That's a tough decision, Jason. I think I'm going to have to go with this one.
Oh, that's pretty lucky I had a 6 power card there.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
You're very good at this game, aren't you, Jason?
Yeah. So being able to put a card on top of your deck really helps with just Ravenous Meatlats, very nice synergy in Limited, and also some other constructed goodies for Rise Above, which I'll let you guys explore yourself.
Alright, I'm just going to throw my Invigorating Light in front of your Metax and take the remaining 3 damage.
Alright, you take 3, and in my end phase, we're going to have to pay the debt.
Alright.
Losing 1.
Every point counts. Alright, you know what? I think I've got some spice for you, Jason.
Say that every turn.
I know. Oh, Bolton's just a spicy man. What can I say? So I'm going to pitch my second swing and activate Gallantry Gold. My weapon attacks get +1 this turn, which just happens to make my hatchet swing for 3.
Alright, we're not going to defend this.
Alright, in the reaction window, I'm going to remove this Rising Solid Side from Bolton Soul to get my hatchet go again.
Alright, go to 5.
Ah, how lovely. Now this means my secondary hatchet gets powered up. Oh, actually, do I have a better... Yes, I do. I'm going to activate Second Swing.
So noticeably, this closes the combat chain.
Correct.
However, hatchets don't care about the combat chain. It just cares about what your last attack is.
Exactly. And then we're going to pitch this frontline scout and come smashing in with my second swing of the hatchet, but this time it's with the hatchet of mind. So this is coming in for a total of 8 damage total.
8 damage. That is not bad. Hmm. 8 damage. Alright.
Dante says, I think I've got some spice for you. It's the same thing Jacob Pearson said to me right before he destroyed me on the stream.
Alright, we're going to defend this for 9.
Alright, I'm going to throw this away and give this hatchet go again as well.
Sure.
And then we're going to attack you with Express Lightning. I'm going to express my feelings of lightning towards you, Jason, by attempting to get you to throw your whole hand away this turn. It's alright, Dante. It's alright, Dante. Don't feel too bad. Jason's also getting destroyed here. You know, at least you guys can bond over that maybe sometime.
This is unfortunate. Alright. We cannot defend. This is why we put cards in our deck that can actually defend.
Alright. Dropping him to 1. Hopefully that debt's going to get you, Jason.
Alright, we're gonna pitch and we're gonna attack you with a Ravenous Meatlats. And it is for 6, and Jacob has declared no defense. That's a bold move.
Oh really, Jason? Really? Tell me more.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
It's off camera, you didn't actually hear him.
Nice try, Jason. Nice try, buddy. Alright. I think we're just going to throw 5 defense in front of this.
Alright, and we're gonna go to end step and take a blood debt, but with a Vi, you just have to go big or go home, and sometimes you just don't really get it off. But you just have to play very aggressively, because otherwise the blood debt will catch up to you. So that's the attack. We're going to the end step and have to pay the debt.
Good game, Jason.
Looks like Alan has stepped out of the office for a sec. But cheers for... What's the time right now? Cheers for tuning in. I think we might have time for another game, but we'll have to check in with Alan first. But we're we're going to put this on hold for a sec, and we'll get back to you. Oh, Alan's back.
Sorry guys, we have another match going because we are trying to run till about 5, but I think we've got one more match going, and it is going to be a pretty cool grudge match. 2 close friends are going to duke it out. We will just go to a quick break right now. Alright guys, I won't give much of an introduction. I'll leave it to the players here. This is this is most likely the last game of today. So I'll let the players take it from here.
Alright, we got the Session Blood Showdown. We're going to see who's boss out of the thing. So, for those who don't know me, I'm Kieran. I've recently signed on as an Organised Play Manager. And yeah, we'll see if we can take down one of the devs.
Hello everyone, and welcome to today's podcast.
Welcome to today's episode of Session Blood. Now, I'm a little bit worried because Carol did actually come second at a sealed PTR Oh, I know he didn't. That was me. But anyway.
Alright, reroll.
All right, reroll. 7.
7.
Lucky 7. Here we go.
Bam. Alright. Yeah. So we have another light versus shadow matchup.
Light versus shadow.
Okay, time to school ya. Okay, I'll go first.
All right, cool. First mistake.
So I'm gonna really hope I draw my a very powerful majestic here. Very interesting.
Just pass. It's 10-1.
How do I get maximum value out of this? This could be risky. But is it crazy enough? There you go, Kieran. Just a
That's
fun
it.
little simple.
Just a little
swing.
attack for 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's we'll just keep it real. Block for 3.
Yep. So my Hatchet of Body gets +1. What I'm gonna do is, let's try this out. I'm gonna pop Halo of Illumination. I'm gonna put a card into my Hero's Soul. Because it's a light card, I draw a card.
Okay, let's go.
So you guys have to do the voices and character, please.
I charge my soul.
I'm not doing that. Okay.
Clearly never
Yeah.
played D&D before, have you, Carol?
I have actually.
Fun fact: Carol was a dungeon master in D&D one time.
Yeah.
Okay. Now
That's
it's
how I get all my ideas for.
now it's my
my
turn.
work.
Okay. Oh man, I hope this works. This will be cool.
Ooh.
Okay. Now this probably isn't going to be the best play, but you know we gotta do it. I'm gonna pitch blood tribute. Play tear limb from limb.
Hey
I
guys,
was-
this is I love this card so much. When first time I got to play with it,
Oh my goodness.
this card got me a win over Chris Gearing. Really, it did. I mean, yeah, love this card.
1 resource up.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come on, miss.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Oh no.
So, alright, so it gets
Here I
both.
am trying to set up my janky attack and you do me like that.
Okay, so far so good. Now we just need to... Okay. Now we just need to...
I see you really planned this one.
Now we're going to play Pulping
What?
and draw it. Come on, 6 power off the top 1 time. Oh, there we go! We're doing it! We're doing it, team!
Oh, I've never played Livo.
Yeah, this is actually the way that I beat Chris Gearing. This is exactly what happened.
Okay,
Okay,
so it looks
alright,
like I'm
alright,
attacking for 12 dominate.
And it gets go again if I defend by listening to non-equipment cards.
Yeah.
Cool. Should I risk it?
Alright.
I think I have to protect my life total here. Yeah, unfortunately I'll only block with the one that I'm allowed to.
Okay, so 12 minus 3 is a 9, I think.
Yeah.
Alright.
Tap, 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 tap.
Okay, now we'll come with the Ravenous Meat Axe. Okay, let's see if we can do it again.
I hope you take yourself from this.
Okay, here we go. And... Oh, we missed.
Just coming in for 3.
Just 3, just 3. As you can see, we've got the triple Ironhide setup, super efficient.
Is it worth it to just do this? I think I might just defend. Or should I just go ham?
I just think my experience in competitive play is really shining through with these top decks. So.
Alright, I'll defend. Take 1.
Okay.
Very nicely played. That was an incredible turn one.
You want to say anything about the brute life, Kieran? Because it can be a harsh mistress.
Well, when I play Brute and Sealed, I like to keep it real. I think that's very important. And I think if you pay close attention to your pitch order, you kind of know what's coming up on top of your deck, as we just saw there. So.
All right, my go-to combo. I will reveal a Brandish, and I will search my deck for a Miniwism that I pitched, that I did pay attention to and pitched on turn one. So there you go.
Okay, I'll take 3.
Yeah.
We might just have to pause there for a second, boys, because it looks like the camera's gone down again. Sorry, when we use it quite a lot for streaming, it can overheat, so we'll just...
Man, my plays are so fire, they've melted the camera.
It doesn't feel like it's overheated. No.
Alright, sorry guys, we'll get this back.
I think it's like one of those moments, you're playing games online and the other person pulls out the Ethernet cable. So Cal's just trying to get out of this one.
Yeah. After that first attack, I'm just... Yeah. Ready to restart the game.
Alright, we are back, and maybe this will be our last game, because we don't have a lot of delays of camera work for you guys.
Oh, so we paused before that?
Huh?
Oh, did everyone miss my funny joke? Damn.
I heard your funny joke. This was very funny.
Great, that's fine.
Alright, I'll Minnowism, close the chain, and come at you for 5 with go again.
Yep, so strategically here, we just want to, like I say, keep it real, take 5.
Okay, alright. My next weapon attack gets +1. I'll come at you.
So it's coming for 3.
Yep.
Alright, just kidding, we'll take 3.
Okay, as an attack reaction, I'm just gonna give a go again.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pop the drop brocade. Still not really sure how to pronounce that, but let's come in for 3.
Alright. Good game's a fast game.
Very nice. All yours.
Okay, so we'll pitch a smash with big tree. Coming for 5 with go again.
Oh my goodness, here we go. 5 with go again. And he's got 2 cards left. This is danger zone, everybody.
Highway to the danger zone.
You know what? Bring it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Alright, that's probably like the 4th mistake this game. Pitch a frontline scout, that's like what the cow's going to look like on my next turn. Okay, I'm going to come in for 3 with go again.
3 with go again. I see where this is going.
So I believe the fan favourite name for this guy is Stubby the Dwarf.
Stubby the Dwarf. Okay. Alright, I think I have to do some damage control here. I'll block.
Okay.
Defend up.
Then I'll attack for... I'll attack for 5. Here we go.
Yes!
Of course. It wasn't a 6 power. It's fine. It's all fine.
This is going to be an interesting one.
Now I have snuck a couple of reckless swings into my deck just in case.
Do I just... I think I have to do some next level plays here. Has to be done. Nah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I'll defend for 3.
Oh,
Let's go.
big old scaredy cat. Alright, let's see how it is.
No, I really wish I had a card in my soul. But, alas. I will come in at you with Surgeon Militia.
For
Just a
5?
cheeky 5, yep. You can block with your whole hand if you so desire. That's
yeah.
entirely up to you.
Now, do we go with the hard counter? The hard counter.
Yep.
Is this even gonna work?
Another fridge. I versed a fridge before.
Yeah?
Yeah, just pitch a blue, mate.
Mm.
Save yourself some life.
So do we want to block for 6 and take 1? That seems kind of lame. But yeah, whatever. Well, we could do this, then we get to hold this, then we could draw that, and you know, everything's just good in the world.
Just too much thinking for a brute there.
Yeah, I know,
What
right?
happened to just taking
What happened
it
to
all?
just keeping it real?
Yeah.
Okay, we're just gonna try.
Trying to be clever, right?
Alright, we'll block with all 3. Then... Fix that.
Sure. Alright.
It's the great thing about Ironhide plates, if you get like 3 of them like that, it's super efficient.
So is that almost like you just built your own unmovable?
Yeah, exactly.
Sweet, now my dominated attacks are gonna come through. This is perfect. Very nice.
I will Deadwood Rumbler for 8. Draw, then discard a random card.
Oh, wow.
Alright.
Bam. Deadwood Rumbler for 8.
For 8.
That's a pretty big attack.
And suddenly the pressure starts to feel a little bit real.
Mm-hmm.
The pressure in this casual pre-release being filmed on camera for hundreds of people.
It's all we just like to have fun, you know. It's no big deal. Nothing online.
Okay. As sad as it is, I'm gonna block all my beautiful soul food.
Soul food. Soul
Yeah.
food.
I'll defend it up, I think.
Blocking for 8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now, is this
Alright.
worth attacking?
Now there's one particular card I need to draw. Can we do it?
Did you draw it?
Oh yeah.
I think I just have to pressure you here. I'll come in for 4. No charge.
Okay, no charge, so just for 4.
Yeah, just take it.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? 4. Who cares?
It's just 4.
It's just 4. It's just
Yeah.
4. Let's go to 2.
So you made your last mistake.
Wait, what does Blood Debt do again? Oh, this is going to be a total disaster if this goes wrong. But okay.
Well, I really hope it goes wrong.
You just say brute life.
Yeah.
What happens? You say brute life.
All right, now we're going to drop the
Uh,
Shadow Superstar.
What?
Shadow Puppetry.
What? Oh, yeah? I really hope you miss.
Would you like to explain this for the folks at home?
So Shadow Puppetry gives your next attack action card. You play this turn +1, go again. If it hits, look at the top card of your deck, and you may banish it.
Okay, and what are you gonna pump up?
Okay, so we're gonna go with.
So if you get a Blood Debt card and I block up your whole turn,
Yeah, I mean,
maybe I want that to hit.
maybe you do. It's gonna be a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna pitch and play.
7.
7, go again.
Why does he have a card in his hand? That is the question. What could... Oh, because it's got to go again. Yeah, I forgot about that. Now this is getting dicey.
I guess I've actually made the classic mistake of using different color sleeves for my equipment as well. You know, intentionally to illustrate the issue.
Oh man, do I want to give you... I feel like it's actually good for me if you banish a card here. You may banish it.
This is definitely some next level advice from these two.
Okay. I'm not scared. I'm just gonna defend for 7. What else do you have?
No, I mean there's a right play and a wrong play here. Oh, see, I can't do that. But how many cards you got left? Too many.
Heaps.
Oh, whatever.
All right.
So what's going on?
So I'm playing Hungering Slaughter
Beast.
Beast. So I've got to banish 3 random cards from my graveyard. Now, the problem with this is I'm on 2 life. And
You also sleeved your equipment in different sleeves.
Exactly. So, you know, we kind of intentionally did that to show the issue with using different color equipment sleeves. So I guess, what's the best way to do this? Should I just shuffle without looking?
Just count how many cards you have and I'll say 3 numbers.
Yeah, okay, that works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay.
To be fair, you should probably not do this at your pre-release.
No, so this is showing why if you're playing with Aya, it's good to use the same color equipment sleeves for exactly this reason.
I'm closing my eyes.
Okay. Name 3 numbers.
Because you did that. We did this all intentionally.
Yeah, of
I'll
course.
go 5, 10, 15, just to make your life harder.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Ah.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
No, but it's a good thing for you. In
11,
this case.
12, 13, 14. Wait. Wait, do you mean... I said 14, so...
Oh, okay,
so
yeah,
last
the
one?
last one.
Oh, there we go. And, yeah, that's how you get it done, playing the Via.
Now that is a tricky spot.
Okay, so there are, 0 cards with Blood Debt.
Alright, well, I'm gonna defend with Rally the Rearguard, and I'm gonna discard a card that I was gonna kill you with if you didn't present lethal. To give it +3, so I'll take 1.
Okay, cool.
Yep. And I'm just, just gonna hope you eventually kill yourself to blood.
Okay.
Alright. So you end your turn, draw up, and on my turn I'm gonna pass and draw up as well.
Okay. Oh, how are we going to do this? So, I will try and figure out how we're going to get out of this game alive. Okay. Oh,
Do you have a blood debt at the moment?
I have no blood debt, fortunately for me. But okay, I'm going to pitch 2 and play Rally the Rearguard.
Yeah. Now, is there anything that you can possibly do?
There's no way I could have anything.
There's no way, surely. Should I just do some really loose stuff here? I think I'm just gonna risk it here.
All right, that's what I like to hear.
I'm gonna defend for 3. And I'm just trying to think there's anything you could possibly have.
Okay, I will. Yep, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I pass priority.
Take 3.
Yep, then I will.
This is tight. Did I
Well,
miss?
a bit of question. What's your arms piece? Because somebody on mobile cannot read it. Cannot see it.
Gallantry gold. I can, as an action, pay 1, destroy it, and all my weapon attacks get +1 until end of turn.
Alright, I am going to Arsenal and pass back to you.
Okay. All right. Now this might be a little bit controversial. Maybe I should have blocked that.
I was so close to getting you there.
Okay. I will pop my gallantry gold. I have 2 resource points remaining.
Alright, so +1 onto weapons.
Mm-hmm. And then I'll come in with a hatchet.
Sean would like to let you know to watch out for the reckless length.
So you're counting for 3. It's a disaster.
What you gonna do?
Oh, grab. Stop.
Okay, so you're attacking for 3.
Yeah. 2 + 1.
Okay.
What could I have? Does he have another glisten? Does he have another?
Hopefully not.
Okay, defending for 3. Well, I'm gonna show you how it's done with Ray of Hope. This beautiful card gives my attacks +1, and because I'm on less life than you, it goes into my hero soul.
Okay, well I think that's lethal then?
No, so
'cause you
it's going to
haven't-
be taking 1, but like as an attack reaction, I will then remove this and give it go again. So you will be taking
Right, okay, yeah.
So at the moment it's coming in for 1.
Yep. Okay, so I take 1.
Yep. And then I could attack with hatchet. Yeah. I'll attack with hatchet for 5.
From the Ray of Hope.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I will.
Just casual attack there.
Block for 5.
Mm-hmm. All yours. be so nice to have a few more
I
cards in my soul.
I'll attack and come with the meat axe. Come on, one time. Damn.
Okay.
But do you guys agree? This is where the game actually starts now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When both.
That's when the game actually kicks into overdrive.
Yeah.
Either starts or swiftly ends. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, I have to defend for 3. One of my power cards, the Valiant Thrust. Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play Seek the Horizon, and I'm gonna use its ability and put a card on top to give it a go again. Another thriller. Yep. And then I'll come in for 2.
Okay, I'll play a blood tribute.
Ooh. So you up to 1, then you banish the top card.
Banish. And then I will take 2 and die. Okay. I was really hoping you had a card in your soul that turn where you went down to 1, because I was going to get you with the Eclipse Existence.
Oh.
So then we get there. So this
The
is
Ray
the
of Hope and the Eclipse.
yeah. So the pre-release thing. So whenever an attack you control hits a light hero this turn, you may banish a card from their soul. If you do, they lose 1 life.
Oh,
So
I
I was
see.
hoping Carol might have a card in soul. He'd look to go down to 1 and then we'd banish.
I was
get
not
him.
playing around there, but I was so keen to get you with the Ray of Hope somehow. But it was just, it did strip some cards, but it wasn't just quite enough to get there.
Yeah, well, I feel like that was quite a good game. Like I had quite a lot of fun playing Levi there.
Yeah. I was just waiting for you to put some like cards with Blood Dead into your into
Yeah,
your
pretty
banish,
fortunate to like miss everything there. But yeah, and like we said, if you're going through a pre-release and playing with sleeves, and you're playing Levi, just remember that it's not good to do this. Because when you need to, because when you're banishing random cards from your graveyard, it makes it a little bit less random.
Yeah, and it's good to see that Levi can be powerful without getting yourself into trouble with the Blood Dead and the Banish Zone. Like, I feel like you've played that really strong game without actually needing to pay any life, which was pretty cool.
Oh, we had to show off the tail limb from limb.
Yeah, that was a nice turn.
All right, guys. It's one of your stream managers, Alan here, and Callum's popped in the room.
Yep.
I'd like to thank obviously all the staff that had to stop doing their work and play more games today. It's
no.
really,
Yeah, it's really hard.
really big effort. Most importantly, I'd like to especially thank James for actually playing some games with no sleep and all work. And most importantly, thanks for coming out, being a great community on stream. I really enjoyed myself. I didn't actually get to play any games today, but that's all right. I do have exactly 1 pre-release booked for the weekend, which I will make the most of.
Yeah.
Callum, any parting words?
Yep, just good luck to everyone who's going to be playing pre-releases, wherever you are in the world, whether that's in person or on webcam or just in the comfort of your own home. Look out for a video coming out tomorrow on our YouTube channel that should be pretty exciting. And good luck everyone, and we'll see you another time.